Welcome back, folks. Welcome to session 14 of the Sophisticated Murder Hobos.
Woo!
If you haven't already, we would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. For a fate point, would anyone like to remind us about what happened last session, which I will also remind you was like over a month ago?
You want to see him?
We'll see.
I don't think a lot actually happened.
We'll see if previous me is on this. That's the question. We're getting there. Okay. Well, hey, that's unfortunate. Did we start on the 9th payday? Or 9th day of the week, 9th month of the year?
Yes.
Play day? Sorry.
Yeah.
Play day,
Play day.
9th day of the week, second week of Nansema, 9th month of the year.
Who were our human followers?
Remember our posse of survivors from,
Little Markia, or no?
Kata? Yeah.
Oh, the lepers, yes.
And the
Well,
other guys.
The former lepers and the Marquesians, yes. There we go. So, after our trap worked with the hunters that were hunting us, we outfitted our friendly helpers with the leftovers that they so kindly left behind on their corpses. We did learn that Sir Gruin of Koldan sent the hunters after us, and he was the ex-prince's crown guard and is most likely in the fight for Kata at this point. Not the dead hunters, sorry, we contained them and we fed them. We did have some dead. Well, the remaining ones. There were some dead. The rest we housed.
Yeah, we fed him alright.
Yeah. The lepers were good at hunting. Well, Pocket did grow some food, I believe. Although it was not the food that she wanted, as she learned.
I mean, I grew some pumpkins.
I
I wanted pumpkins, I got pumpkins.
You got some pumpkins. So we we made it back to Surin and discovered that the goblins had established their camp outside the wall, and they have a nice wall up as well, and they have a gate between the two that is being guarded for more reasons than one by both sides. But so far, so good concerning them. We did check in with our on our property that we now own, and trying to decide what we want to do with that. Expectations were managed in terms of full forgery. Anyway. And we did have a meeting with Velthuria where she was impressed with what we got accomplished. So, being on her good side, we have otherwise said about the town and don't have anything to do, I believe.
Yeah, I think we were given free reign to see to our own bullshit for a little while.
So you were given free reign. You had mentioned that you wanted to make contact with your organization.
Yes, and I mean, have they contacted me?
Yeah. You wanna do that in public, or you wanna have an office talk?
Dine, dine, dine.
Or do we have the talk down here and send them away?
Well, that would be the office.
Yeah,
talk.
I guess
it
that
was
would be
That's
awesome.
the office
Yes.
talk.
Is that what you want? Would you like an office talk?
I think so.
Okay.
Office talk.
Could we please have the
I
office?
think this is still fairly well contained, right?
Yeah.
Can I get a fate point for leaving the office?
No.
Only if you trip up the stairs.
That's really easy. I have a issue with stairs.
Oh, I know you. I know how you feel.
I'm almost gone. I'm almost gone. I'm almost gone.
Be gone, foul spirit.
Ah, I hurt.
Oh, someone opened these. Sweet.
You said this was session 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Already. Bazinga. Pardon me. It's like greedily feast upon things that are not good for me. So you leave a signal as part of your tradecraft. You know, there's a signal like, "Hey, I need instructions," and it's the tradecraft that you were trained on. It's various like innocuous things like sitting at a tavern and putting your napkin in an empty cup or something like that, or after you drink your cup, you put it face down. It's all very contextual. So you find a green cloth and you tie it in a knot over like a shoulder bag or something like that. So it's just visible as you're walking around. And so late in the morning of this day, now that you're coming out of the meeting with Velthuria, well, I guess that was now that we're on this day.
Yeah, because we would have had the meeting with the
Yeah.
house and
Yeah, hang on, because I didn't tell you guys what day it is. So let's see here. Hang on. So this can be the day after, and we'll just retcon everything that everyone else wants to do.
okay.
But you have the meeting with Velthuria on wedding day, and it took you 3 months and change to get back to Surin from Kaeta. So so it's wedding day in the beginning of next year in 798. So we could say on, that day, a few days later, something like that. We'll say the 5th day of the week, so that'll be Breath Day. So Breath Day, the 5th day of the week. Someone catches your eye as you're walking around town, and then kind of slinks back into an alleyway. As the city is slowly rebuilding itself, there are now alleyways. So as you draw in, it's an Eclendon-looking fellow. He's a bit tall, nondescript-looking, like most of you are in this profession. And he says, "You need some instruction?"
I do believe.
All right. So he asks you to reiterate the report of everything that you've been doing for the past half a year.
Yeah, basically, and I think most of that is that sending back a little bit about Pocket, because hey, doing good, because she works for the state. Crag, no notes there, but then, the singer who sings to the food and who heals lepers.
Okay, so he's taking notes as you're saying this. He's interested in your report on the current state of Keota and taking notes. You find yourself a little surprised that you're having to repeat so many things, but because you've told everything that you're telling him to Velthuria, but you also understand that these are like dual, dual like pathways of information within a government, within a bureaucracy, that they don't necessarily talk well to each other.
Yeah, that tracks.
He raises an eyebrow when he says that your fellows couldn't find Adar. And he says, well, I had heard a tip that Adar was in Surin, here actually. But we weren't able to find him, and he very well could have fled further south to Churidan and Eklenda. He is worried about, he and your mutual superiors are worried about happenings in northern Eklenda, that the Eklendans are smelling blood in the water, and that they might move north and try and seize Surin from the Crown of Wyval. And there's no firm information on what the orcs are doing in Ardara. They've been basically laying idle comparatively for a couple of years now since they seized it, and then there was a big disruption amongst the orc warlords a couple of years ago, and things just haven't been the same. They're comparatively lax. Well, unaggressive. They seem more concerned with themselves. And so, while he tells you, don't raise suspicion on yourself with the Viceroy, that you're also in this line as well, but whatever she's going to be interested in is something that we're also going to be interested in. If she sends you into Eklenda, then just like she's probably going to want, we're going to want to know what the Eklendans are doing in Churidan. House Rodovan and House Tyravan were supposed to have fled to Churidan. We would want to know what they're doing there and how they're working with the Eklendans or not. Vaguely worried about what the orcs are doing in Ardara. There's a lot of ambiguity right now with the orcs and with the Eklendans. He does deliver the good news to you that the liberation of Versingit was successful about 9 months ago, and it's just been taking this long for the news to come back down by way of messenger, and that Wyval's army is village by village liberating the smaller towns and settlements that were vassals of Versingit. The orcs in the north have made a play into Markia and have seized Versinth. it seems that some of the villages and one or two towns in eastern Versingit, like the vassal villages and towns that are under Versingit, some of them have been just wiped off the map. Like, the army moves in there to liberate it, and it's burnt to the ground.
Oh.
There's just nothing left but ash and timbers.
Okay. We reclaimed, yeah.
If you want to share some of this with some of your fellows, that's fine. Just make sure that it's like, I heard this from a merchant or something like that, and keep it in loose terms.
I haven't heard any of them talk about any of these hot spots and give me any indication that they'd be interested in, at least. So I see no reason to pass along the information.
Very well. If the prince has not exactly been secretive about his use of sorcerers, so our organization would not put it past the Eclendans to try and recreate something of that just based on the idea. They would try. So if the Viceroy gives you a choice in any matters, we would prefer you leaning towards Churaden. And this guy is a little annoyed, but understandable. He's annoyed that that lead on the witch that you were chasing got away, and then transformed into this other lead that was part of House Variadran and ended up getting killed by Crag.
Crag happened.
Yep. Got cragged. Are there any things that you need?
Is there any way else I can test or present opportunities for boy howdy, Aerith to display his capabilities? I prefer not to injure myself, but we know he can heal people. I guess, how much of what he is doing have I seen? That's the question. Because then the question after that is, do I just need to stick around him more? Because I feel like we've been together for a while. I would have seen him actively doing it.
Yeah.
If I haven't, then okay. But otherwise, like, what else do I need to watch out for or look, or like situations to put him in?
Okay, so are you talking in-game or out-of-game?
I'm asking in-game
Okay.
of my contact. I was explaining more out of game.
Okay. Something that we learned is that we cannot trust elves when they say they do not know something. So, rather than trying to place him in situations, they seem like a curious type. inevitably they're going to be drawn to do something that is going to be interesting to us. So avail yourself to be observant and take notes. If for whatever reason your troop has to part company, then try to be grouped with him so that you can continue to observe him. Unfortunately, we did not get much of a report at all from when we sequestered him at the proving grounds, and so it mainly falls to you to, rather than debriefing him, simply observing him. There are a lot of these things that we just don't know what is within the realm of the possible. So if I were to ask you to observe a certain task that he were to perform, I would have to know about the task. I do not know all of what he could perform. You told me that he cured leprosy, and this is... I would never have thought that would be possible. So be vigilant. I hate to tell you that everything is important, but with respect to him, everything that he can do is potentially important. I suppose if you can record all of the things that you have seen him do that imply the use of magic, or overtly demonstrate the use of magic, if you can array all of that out and then infer what else he might be able to do, and I suppose in that regard you could try to induce him to get that done.
I see. See how he can be helpful.
Yes.
Very well. That's as good as any. I think that's it then.
All right.
I don't know what I'm doing yet, so I would let them know where the house is, where my abode would be,
All right.
so they would know where to check in the event of, me being around. That being said, they probably know where that was anyway. So,
He actually did not know exactly where.
and the abode of the oaf. Dun dun dun.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Very well. Party!
He leaves you with a bag of coin.
Oh. I was gonna say, we were paid by Velthuria, correct?
Yeah. But still, you're providing information.
Very well.
Remember.
Remember?
You're a member.
Ah. Is he telling me that? Was I like an interim before?
No. Maybe I misunderstood whether that was an in or an out of game comment about Velthuria paying you. It's like you were paid by Velthuria as if like
Oh no, that was out of game.
that was out of game.
Yeah, I was just like, Velthuria did pay us, right?
Okay.
I
Yes, she
have
did.
like one Dcash written down.
Okay.
But I didn't know if it was in the property or if she gave us like. I don't know how that's sussed out. Out of game.
I think the way that worked out is you guys are tax exempt on your properties.
Yes, that works.
It's okay?
Yep.
Right on.
Okay.
We good?
Is that a D of cash?
That he just gave you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We're good.
You may return.
Leprosy. Oh, what a time to be alive. Is Trent coming?
I don't know.
I was requested to crag out on people.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We're dead.
You're dead? Darn. I don't know necromancy yet.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could walk you around like a puppet with vines
With
and stuff.
vines, yeah.
But
I might be able to start your heart.
We need the necromancy.
Right. So, it's wedding day, the third day of the week. The first week of Urs, which is the first month of the year. The year is 798. So it's a whole new year because you guys are on the road so much. According to the Goblin calendar, it's early in the fourth moon cycle, 3118. And it is the third day of spring, 18,034 for the elves.
Nice. Epic.
So is there anything that you guys want to do for a period of time? And I will tell you if you've been summoned.
I wanted to try and smith some bullshit.
You want to smith some bullshit.
Specifically light mail armor.
Okay, so from my recollection, there was a question of the obstacle challenges of getting the equipment. Did we sort that?
I've got the hot part. I haven't got the hard part. So I was going to see if I could just rent out the other smithy I've used in the past, like, when it's not in use.
Okay. Right, so renting a smithy. I will say that is an obstacle to resources test to
Okay.
rent a smithy for however many tasks that you need it.
Anyone want to help me with resources this time?
I believe we are taxed.
You are taxed.
Yes. Which is why I'm rolling 3 instead of 5 dice.
Yes, I will help you.
Okay.
we did get a 4D of cash each, didn't we?
I'm not going to print that on this.
Yeah, we got a decache each.
I mean, I could help, but I don't think I'm there.
You don't have to be. So
3 out of 2.
Okay.
Go smithing light mail. If my notes are correct from the last time I checked, it's an obstacle 3.
An obstacle 3 to craft.
Yeah. I looked at armor, I think.
Let us consult the tomes. Would you like a
So-
PGO? These are surprising.
Page 256.
250.
Light mail, Spangenhelm, obstacle 3.
Yes. Obstacle 3. Okay. But you're not using armor, you're using Riddle of Steel?
I'm using Smithcraft,
Smithcraft. Okay.
which is like armor but open.
Okay. Are you doing any Antiphon Union or anything like that?
I don't have that,
Oh, okay.
but I will do it patiently.
Okay. Which means you can do it double patiently because you're an
Yep.
elf. All right. So light mail.
I was checking for any more forks. I don't think I have any.
Well, that's a good sign.
I think, I don't even think that's a fake point. I don't think that can be salvaged. I think that's poor quality light mail.
I think that's correct. That is poor quality light mail with a 2 successes on an OB3.
the dice. Destroy them.
Alternatively, you could have crafted a run-of-the-mill shirt, but you became distracted with the intricacy of weaving the links. And
So I basically only salvage one piece of the set.
yeah,
Normal quality.
at normal quality.
And I'll take that. I will take a light mail shirt.
Great. Mail shirt. So that doesn't cover the sleeves, and it doesn't cover the legs or head.
But it does cover the torso, which is most likely to be hit.
Indeed. All right, and that takes you about a week of all-day work.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to do was to try and recoup taxed resources.
How are you doing that?
Well, I've got a great baking skill, and there is an abundance of dirty peasants that probably don't even have harvest yet.
Okay.
So they're going to be hungry.
Okay.
So I think putting up a little stall of pretzels
Okay.
for about a week or so
Okay.
would be awesome. There's my cooking skill. And Do you remember what the obstacle is to recoup resources?
It is it's the amount of dice taxed, and every success over the obstacle is what you get back. So if you have it at 2, if you've got a tax of 2, then whatever you roll, if you get 3 successes, your tax drops to 1.
Okay. So I'm aiming for higher than 2, because I have 2 tax.
Much higher than 2.
That is triple the obstacle.
Yep. So you have resolved the tax on your resources through this this baking test. And was that the baking skill, or was that like
Elfin baking?
Yeah.
Elfin baking.
Okay. Are you concealing this in any way?
Well, I'm not baking it in front of people. Do most stalls prepare food in front of people, or do they just kind of put it up once it's cooked?
But can I be your salesperson?
I invite that.
Your barker?
I would love a
I was like, how am I going to make any money without any goods over the next couple weeks?
You know, you've reminded me, because I thought about this a
Here's
month
open
ago.
bread.
Of setting up a business, and part of that business would be having Leone as the advertiser.
So, how would you like to help with sales?
Haggling.
Haggling. Okay.
Um,
And you are also taxed at 2.
I'm taxed at 1.
Oh, you're taxed at 1. All right.
I can also help with accounting, appraisal of said bread to get the most value out of it, I would say.
They have the good pile and the discount pile.
I could also say persuasion, as I am hawking the goods.
Okay. I would say either you're going the business route of accounting, or you're going the social route of selling the goods, in which case that would be either haggling forked with persuasion, or persuasion forked with haggling.
Mm-hmm.
Up to you. Or accounting.
Okay. Well, I am actively out there selling it at least, so we'll go with that. And I'm doing the accounting on the side, we'll say.
Okay.
You know, because I would handle the accounting for him.
Of course.
Of course. Is that cocked? I don't think that's cocked. It's cocked.
It's kind of cocked.
It should have been a 6. It was a 6. Yes, great success. 4.
Okay.
If
think
this
that
is
gets you
open-ended,
twice.
I mean, we could really sell some baked goods for the next couple weeks.
I'm not sure there'd be much benefit opening that, except perhaps upgrading my reputation as the gourmet. But I think that has to wait.
Okay.
And I think I would... Are you doing anything else?
Not right now.
If I have other time than selling his bread, because I assume, his crafting of the mail would otherwise take some time. You don't like it when other people watch you work, do you? Can't
I
just be
have-
lounging around reading a book, you know.
I mean, I've
Listening
grown
to
less
you.
secretive now because it's basically out of the bag that humans have magic and they know about magic. So So seeing me do magic isn't gonna really do much.
True. But otherwise, I would probably try to track down a carpenter. Oh, that's a shipwright. Never mind. I need a cartwright. A carpenter that otherwise maybe likes to drink a little much, so I can bargain at a good price for ridden to otherwise make and upgrade a wagon. So I'd like to start with the circles test to find a carpenter that otherwise likes to drink a little too much.
Okay.
Or can otherwise be paid with a six-pack, per se.
So that would be in the city setting. Do you have a city life path?
I believe I do.
Okay. A merchant versus a craftsman, I could see that being also about the same. And so then just being of a slight... Basically being a drunk, effectively.
Yeah.
That'll be a little bit unusual. So that will make that an obstacle too. If you're taking your time to find him, then that stays an obstacle too.
What does that look like?
So, let's say you take a month downtime, just hypothetically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a week. 10 days, a week. Taking your time to find him, it would be within those 10 days.
Yeah, no, I'm in no rush to get something done right now, because, then I'm trying to pay more. No. Yeah, we'll stick with that.
Okay, so over the next 10 days, we'll say on the 6th day, you find such a carpenter, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Let's see what you roll.
Great successes. We're in for a bad second half of the night. This is not going.
Okay, so you've got 4 successes?
I do.
Okay, so he gets a name.
Oh.
Should you so choose. I'll pick a name for you.
Pick the name?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I leave name picking to players, when you're looking for a carpenter, we're going to find John Carpenter. Or Carpy McCarpface, or something like that.
I thought we were gonna get Forest Woods. Wait, that's the lumberjack.
Or Jesus.
So we'll get Restin, like rest in. Goravam. Drunk Carpenter, ethnic Clendon. Actually from Surin. Came back with the resettlement that you guys led.
There we go. Wonderful.
Yeah. You need something, sir.
I'm in need of a new wagon.
New wagon. I can make you a wagon. I have the timber on hand.
Wonderful. Needs to have a couple of modifications.
Go on.
How big's Crag?
Big.
Crag's pretty big.
I like
He's over 7 feet.
Okay, so...
You've got to compensate for an
Probably
entire
like
Shaquille
300 pounds.
Yeah, okay, so...
Craig's got the massive stature trait, I think.
Yeah,
He's tall. He's not super wide, but he's tall.
yeah. A relatively concealed compartment, about 8 feet by 3 feet.
Concealed compartment. 8 feet by 3 feet.
So,
In a wagon?
So wait a second. When you say... What do you mean? Do you mean like a smuggler compartment? Do you mean like a live-in wagon that's just it's a one-room house on wheels? What do you mean by concealed compartment?
That's pretty much a false bottom cart.
I mean, yeah, it's a false bottom cart, basically.
Yeah.
You want a smuggling compartment?
It's, yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say it needs to fit a body, but it needs to fit a really big body. Alive.
8 feet by 3 feet.
It's really big.
Okay.
Now that being said, I do have a bit of money, and I do have
Probably a couple of ventilation holes for the smell.
a good, some access to some wonderful rin. Not in any rush. The Viceroy's probably going to send me off for another 6 months. But you could probably use some work.
Okay, tell you what, I'll cut you a deal. So we'll go. I can build you this card. It's gonna take me, I think, till the end of the month.
It's better than I was expecting.
You give me a bottle of that ridden and 200 brass swords. That'll do for it. And 200 brass swords is referring to the brass coins that are one of the minted currencies out of Wyvil. This would be roughly analogous to a obstacle 3 test.
For 200? Okay. Okay.
You can haggle him, or
Ooh. The question is that a good deal?
that's a little steep.
Here I want it cheap. I'll give him the eye. Seems a little steep there.
You want me to take 2 months? I mean, I have other customers. I was trying to do you a favor. You said you had this bottle of that goblin brew.
The question is, do I want it fast or do I want it cheap? How long do you think we'll leave? I will try to haggle him with more brew and less money.
Okay.
As
So
far as I can.
you may haggle him.
I gotta go haggle some goblins. I gotta go past their pocket.
Arf. Let me check something super quick.
Also, just so you know, large wagons normally obstacle 4, so you are getting a discount.
Arf! It's villager 7.
Great success.
I am prepared, whenever you are, to haggle this.
Oh, that's what the live-in wagons look. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have already haggled.
What's your haggling?
I have 2 haggle.
I also have 2 haggle.
I can argue better.
How can you argue better? With fate?
I can. I argue better.
You argue better.
I will flash a grin at him.
Yeah, you do it.
How you doing?
Smolder.
The Blue Eyes White Dragon? No.
Okay. So, it was recently brought to my attention that some people really like rules explanations.
Okay.
Which, I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought they were
Did you
just...
mean our audience?
Yeah. So, or other podcast audiences. So, right. So when a resource test is at a certain obstacle, a player can choose to try to haggle down the price. A complication of a failure could result in the price staying the same, or even becoming higher, or the good becoming unavailable. But in the case of the success, the price comes down by one obstacle. So the obstacle 3 test for this Carpenter to provide this wagon for you by the end of the month becomes an obstacle 2 test with only 100 brass swords and 2 bottles written.
Oh, that came down quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
We're making...
I'd ask if you wanted help, but I was going to be like, but you totally got this. But now that I'm seeing...
Are you taxed again after having just...
You remember what I said? This is going to end poorly? This just ended poorly.
At least I haggled it down first, so you have less tax.
Right. So, we're gonna... What is it? What is it? I get to re-roll a trader?
So, if it's open, you can reroll a trader.
But if it's not open...
So you would need to spend 2 fate then. Or if you have any persona, you can spend 1 to just roll your die.
Okay. I have persona.
You have persona, but you need 2 successes and you have 0. You
But I
roll
also
4
have-
dice and you have 0 successes.
Can I use cash?
You can use cash.
Okay. So there's that. Is that an automatic success or is it a die?
That's a die.
Okay. We're gonna see where this persona gets me. Because I prefer my wagon. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Now we're gonna use the fate.
Bam.
Oh.
Can we use another persona?
Yeah? If you have more.
I do.
You can use up to 3.
Boy howdy, this is why I have persona.
Do you have any more fate?
It's the last persona. There we go. Okay. After digging up my savings from the battlefield,
Taking it out of all the gaps between all the mattresses you've slept on over the
Yeah.
past year.
exactly.
Yeah.
Probably raiding his stash a little bit too. We have our wagon,
Okay.
our discount wagon.
Better be a good fucking wagon.
Considering that covered the bottles of Ridden, I guess you would have probably seen me groveling to you at one point. To please help me procure these bottles because I can't. It's so hard to find good Ridden. Please help.
We could just go have a discussion in the Goblin Town.
You want to go see Corliet to get the
Yeah.
written? Okay.
Well,
You know what?
that's probably that'd be the story.
Okay.
Basically, of that.
So so part of the beauty of the abstraction of resources, of the stat of resources, is that it represents all these favors that you can call in. And so if Pocket was assisting you in that resources test, that's kind of built into it, that she would have gone and tried to see Corley and said, hey, can I have a few bottles written? Can I borrow it? Can I pay you back next Tuesday or what have you?
Can I just grow a couple things that
So-
you want?
If she helped you, then that's already built in. If that's not the case, then we have another set of tests.
No, what I was talking about was, since I put so much persona and fate into that, part of that would probably have been me going and begging her to help me. Because I can't find it myself.
Right.
And then eventually becoming successful.
Well,
Sure.
we've got a written trade going on between the Goblin Town and the Keep anyway.
Yes, and the
Keep.
whole town. Yes.
Yeah, they've got it.
So there's
booming
already
business going
distribution
on.
written.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
True, but it's still
Yeah, I
not
was thinking
cheap.
of capitalizing on that.
Yeah.
Starting the first
I think
bar and
probably
grill.
on my trips back and forth between. I went out to the woods with the orcs, and I'm trying to get them acclimated to the town.
That's right. So that's what you're doing.
I've been going back and forth. Like, I'll spend maybe 2 or 3 days out there with them. Maybe bring in a couple of the kids and stuff back. Show them the town. Show them how humans work. I am trying to get them acclimated. I'm probably trying to get them set up with their own name or something of that effect. It's going to be a slow process, and I'm probably working with the kids first.
Okay. So is there some kind of test you want to perform?
I don't know. There's some kind of. I don't know if it'd really be so much of a social test.
Human-wise.
I mean,
So one could argue you're trying to instruct them. So this could be an instruction test. And if you don't have instruction, then it's a will test.
I could do will. I'm also trying to kind of test the waters of the willingness of some of the kids maybe being fostered for short periods of time. Or
You could also test child rearing. That is also a skill.
there's also nothing. That's stuff Pocket would know nothing about.
I can
She's just
instruct
trying to
you in
socialize
instruction.
them.
It's a will test if you don't have it.
Yeah, I'd have to go with will.
Actually, let me double check. It might be will.
I mean, that's generally how it is when someone who doesn't have kids tries to instruct kids. It's a will test.
Yeah.
It is.
Even when you do have kids, it's a will test.
Just get some water real quick.
I mean,
Daily one.
because I feel like if we get the kids
Instruction,
acclimated,
page 278. Just will.
Child rearing, just will, page 264.
because like if they learn Marin and they bring Marin back, they could teach their moms Marin. Or
Okay.
if they learn a trade or a skill in the in-between, they can practice.
Right. This seems strongly like an instruction test, unless you tell me a specific skill you're looking for otherwise.
I'm pretty much, I don't think I'm instructing them so much myself. I may be looking for people that could do a better job instructing them in things than I could. Like,
Then that's not an instruction test. You're...
I don't want to be responsible for these people. I know I'm leaving. I'm
Okay.
trying to put these people in the right hands to succeed.
Okay. Then that sounds like you're looking for craftspeople.
Yes.
Okay. That's a circles test.
Circles. Okay.
Okay, so whenever you're trying to find someone to help you, that would be a circles test, and we arrange
Yeah. I don't care if it's with goblins or with humans. I'm trying to get people that will tutor these kids.
Sure. So let me just go over to circles. So in general, whenever you want some kind of help or you're looking for somebody, you would arrange a circles test, implying that through your various travels, I'm doing this whole explanation thing, implying through your various travels and experiences, you know the person that you're looking for, or you know people that know the person you're looking for. And so you're asking around and trying to find the person with the right disposition. because of your unique background, and you're not from here, this is already going to be a difficult circles test. Well, I don't mean difficult like the category of difficulty. I mean a specific occupation or an occupation rare or unique within your setting. You're not from this setting, so that is circles test obstacles start at obstacle 1. That automatically becomes an obstacle 3. You are a war hero, so you have kind of your play of whichever set of occupations to choose from within the city. So I can say same station, rank, or social class because you can pan so many of those. You've been a prisoner of war. You've been a soldier. You are a soldier, but you're a war hero. So you are fairly mobile in that regard among the common peoples. But you are looking for someone who is willing to take in either orcs or orc children, even if they are orc women, orcs or orc children, and interact with them and teach them a skill. So that is going to be different from most people, so that makes it an obstacle 5. And then if you're taking your time on this sometime in the next 10 days, then we can leave it at an obstacle 5.
Considering that I had already had more than one previous discussion with Velthuria about, like, when I left, the orcs were in the town. I thought the orcs were established and was going to be with Coriat and the goblins to have this integration going. When I came back to Soren, they were no longer there where I left them. They moved themselves back out to the woods. Because I'd already negotiated with Velthuria, I'd already negotiated with Coriat, I've negotiated their stay. I talked to Coriat about the orcs having more of a goblin social structure. When I dropped them off, I had these meetings.
Okay.
So when I came back and they were back in the woods, I was very surprised because that's not where I instructed them. That's not where I left them. They kind of went back out and I'm pulling them right back in. So I feel like if I go back to the Velthuria and say, hey, listen, can we teach the women to clean or lift, or the kids, let's try to hammer this out a little bit more on top of the discussion we had when I left them.
Okay. So you're going back to Velthuria to get
I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can gain an audience with Velthuria, but you're going to have to convince her.
I'd like to bring him along.
Okay.
Hi. Hey, Pinky, I helped you. I'm helping you out with your ridden. You can help me out with this fancy pants.
Yeah. What's going on?
I want to get the orcs kind of integrated a little bit better into the town. And if that means, like, they go out and work during the day and have a central place to come back at night, that's fine. But I would prefer it to be a little bit more organized. The last thing I need is for us to leave and I come back and find out they all got wiped out because they decided to be outside the city walls. I want them to have more of a human or goblin social structure. I want them to be more on equal footing and thrive a little bit better than just creeping out there.
Okay.
So I want to go talk to Velthuria. I had one discussion with her before about letting them in the town, which went okay. They kind of ostracized themselves, I think, because maybe they didn't... There was a communication barrier, of course, you know, I'm pretty sure there was a lot left wanting. I wanted to kind of secure them a little bit more of a livable social structure. You know, if we have to send the kids off with, you know, this kid goes to a carpenter and this kid goes wherever, and they learn for the day and then come back to their moms at night, I don't care if the moms have to learn how to clean the castle or learn how to fix stuff or carry stuff. I want each of them.
Who's gonna watch over all this?
That's what I need to go talk to Velthuria about. I mean, they have adults. They can manage themselves for the most part. I need someone to kind of take the reins on it because we're not going to be here. We're obviously going to be sent right back out. And the way things are going, they're not going to survive out in those woods with nothing but women and kids. If something should
there's
come up.
there's no male.
There was no males. It
around.
was the kids and the women.
So a quick orc-wise that'll just give you is that, well, especially you,
They're
the
so
women
sweet.
are actually fine on their own. They don't. In orc culture, the women are severely underneath the men in terms of like any kind of societal power. However, within a household, if there's something that needs to be done, they will just do it. So if they need to forage, if they need to hunt,
They can manage themselves. They don't need like a supervisor, but they do need their social structure.
There is no one in. Well, you are in charge of them.
I'm in charge of them. I need someone to take that spot while I'm not here.
Okay, that is. So we're going into a lot of mission creep here, because what I thought you were asking for was you wanted Velthuria's support in getting them basically like apprenticeships.
Yeah, I need them to.
That's something different than getting someone to mind them while you're gone.
Well, they can mind themselves. They're for the most part, there's adults there. I need them to have their social structures broadened. I need them to be able to function within a town or city. Like Kogular.
Yeah.
Kogular, you have jobs, you have shops, you have whatnot. These orcs are... I need to goblinize or hobgoblinize. I need them to fit in with this social structure.
You need to make
better.
them un-orky.
Un-orky, yes.
Good luck with that.
I know. That's why I'm focusing on the kids and getting them apprenticeships. And I don't care if they're out there mucking stalls until they can upgrade to helping with horses or plowing or whatever it is. They've got to socialize.
Okay.
Right. Well, I mean, that seems doable enough. We can approach Velthuria and say that you're looking to get apprenticeships for several of the women and children, the orcs, and that, well, I'm sure more of the manual tasks around the town could be easily done, and all we really need Velthuria to do is appoint one of her clerks to find these openings and fill them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
Okay. So that's the help that you're asking for from Velthuria for her support and some assistance in finding those jobs. Okay.
Yes.
We are looking for a talent manager.
Okay. Which further
Placement.
means you don't want to find the jobs yourselves.
A placement agent.
Okay. So now this
We're a
is...
temp agency.
Okay, so this is no longer a circles test then to find these craftspeople. This is only a social test.
Social stuff with Velthuria for her help to...
Okay. I'm just trying to understand the test that we're trying to construct here.
If
So
you want to go looking around for craftspeople, that's fine too.
Right, but I'm a war hero, don't get me wrong. The pocket protector. But, I think coming from her and her understanding of the town, the way it works, the social structure, it's better coming from her than from me. Plus, she can force humans into doing stuff, and I can't. So
She can write a decree, sure.
yeah.
All right,
I don't
so
think we need a decree for this, though, per se.
per se, but there would need to be some form of support, and surely she's not going to be going around herself and finding these people.
No.
So, either way, it sounds like you're going to get an audience with her. I mean, you know Velthuria. I'm fine with her. You've met her enough times that she can be like a relationship at this point, and not a hostile one. So, you can go and ask her for something. But that's still the test of asking her.
Yeah.
So, construct for me a die pool that you're going to somehow secure her support. This is probably going to be a social test. Most social tests, the obstacle is her will. So it's going to be an obstacle 5, unless you tell me you've got some trick up your sleeve.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Or pocket bacon. I share. Probably pretty high on persuasion.
Persuasion would be a good one, and then you can fork or a family of related knowledge. You can help your primary skill with families of related knowledge, forking, by basically getting additional dice into your die pool.
Your persuasion's probably a lot higher than mine.
No.
No?
No.
No. What's your persuasion at?
It's still just a 4.
I have a 3.
Question is,
Forks for persuasion. Falsehood, haggling, soothing platitudes, or ugly truth.
I do have haggling.
So if you're helping,
I'm helping.
so that you choose one skill with which to help.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. So
Okay.
Leon gets 1 helper die from pocket. And Leon is using persuasion and
haggling?
haggling.
I don't have any, like...
No soothing
necessarily
platitudes. No
orc-wise.
smoothie.
Not a smoothie. I wasn't a great merchant. Wasn't great with, you know...
You mean showing up with your empty cart? I'm here to sell stuff?
Yeah. I'm here to sell stuff, guys. Let's go.
And do you get anything for her being an affiliation? Or
You get easy access to her, is
Yeah.
what this
Okay.
gets. Because you're asking her to do one more thing in her busy day. Oh, is this going well? Are you using up more of your luck for the night?
No, all of my things are gone, but we have our 5 successes.
Okay. You have your 5 successes, alright. So she says, fine. Kawald! And
Yes,
so
Kawald.
she summons her other knight that doesn't hit on you to
Kawald.
administer to this task.
I'm just having fun not dealing with Velthuria.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so now let's take some notes about that.
called to help with the orcs' transition to town living?
Pocket gets help from Leon in persuading Velthuria to help Pocket's orc followers, women and children, integrate into quasi-mainstream Syrian society in the form of work apprenticeships. 5 out of 5 successes on Leon's persuasion. Assistant with help from Pocket. So, how many dice did you roll?
6.
So 6. So that was a.
Deep sleep?
So that would be a difficult test for Leon.
Yes.
And then, let's see here. into this early in the gold book. I just learned something. Helpers learn. Okay. Level of the test is the same as if you test against the obstacle with his own ability. Okay, so it is a level of test for the base obstacle, which is 5, compared to the score that you helped with. In Pocket's case, it was 3. So that is even though it's a difficult test for you, that's a challenging test.
Nice.
for Pocket's persuasion.
Nice, okay.
So I guess we haven't explained, we're all the way here on session 14, we haven't explained to anybody how skills advance. So skills advance through a number of tests, and as you're lower in skill, you need more routine tests and then 1 or 2 difficult or challenging tests to advance your skill to the next die increment. As you get higher, as you get higher in your basic skill, you need more and more of those tests, but then once you get to skill level 5, like a mundane or even a heroic 5, you don't need any more routine tests, and you advance solely through difficult and challenging tests, and as you rise more and more, you need more and more difficult and challenging tests, and eventually it becomes very, very difficult to achieve exactly the test that you're looking for, and it actually becomes easier to find somebody to instruct you on it or to do it in practice time, which is another method of advancement. Help from Pocket, Velthuria appoints Sir Kowald to fix the mess and administer it.
Fix the mess.
Fix the mess.
Right on. So,
Yeah, Pocket can't be responsible.
okay, so that probably could have happened on that first day, on wedding
Yeah.
day, the first day of the session, and then you're just helping them.
With the process.
Okay, and so you're getting it to the point of, when you get summoned away to do something, you can kind of just step back.
Right.
So
That's my main goal. Is Pocket never wanted to be in charge of people to begin with, but couldn't let them die. I mean, there's no way. So at this point, hopefully they still see her as an authority figure, but at the same time is going to thrive in their new lives. They have new paths open to them for success.
Okay. So rather than you want them to see Pocket not so much as a ruler, but more like a auntie or a coach.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Auntie Pocket.
Auntie Pocket.
Auntie Pocket works.
Healthy hot pockets.
And you're the one with the pretzel stand.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it starts at the stand,
Pocket
gets into a
pretzels.
bar.
Pocket
We may have the first strip club.
pretzels.
You may have the first strip club.
Well, I'm going to bend you like a pretzel. It would probably go pretty well at strip club.
Pocket pretzels and go goblin
good?
dancers.
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, so
Auntie Pocket's pretzels.
How much would a man charge for an art show?
how much would a man charge for an art show?
Work show.
Orc show. Unless you're seriously considering that, I'm gonna move on.
Please do.
Okay?
Please do.
Dancing green women worked in Star Trek.
You sat down, and the first thing you showed us has really set the tone for the evening.
No. No.
I'm here to please.
Oh.
So at the end of the week,
Yeah.
You do get a summons from Velthuria. As you answer it, and so at the end of the week, this is once again on play day in that same week. So it's not the complete end of the week. It's rest day is the end of the week. Rest day is the 10th day of the week. So here we are on the 9th day again. Your audiences with Velthuria have become less and less formal over the time that you've known her. She seems more immersed in tasks and thinking and planning and scheming. She's having these, like, each time that you've come in, she's been in some kind of whispered, well, not whispered, like, it's like when people talk in a library, their voices are just low. So she'll be talking with Garrig of Boldran, or she'll be talking with Lady Cover, or any number of either Wyvelian nobles or staff members or Surin nobles that have come back under the banner. But when you arrive, she beckons you to come close, and she says, "So we'll make this short and fast. I've sent word to my brother about the things that you've told me, and I hope you've had a good rest. While I am anxious for his answer, it is going to be another 3 months before we hear back, which with just that is the tyranny of time and distance. So I am going to push some reconnaissance out at this point. I am sending someone to Ardara, and I am sending someone into northern Aklenda. It is... I would like Leone to make a perception test. Or an observation test at your discretion.
I don't have observation.
Well, good, because I probably actually shouldn't give you the option of an observation test. You'd have to be actively looking for it.
I have the 3 successes.
3 successes.
Where's Adara?
I was going to ask that when you guys were done.
Do you have the regional map? Because that's the continental map.
Should be under this.
Yeah.
Is it north or south here? Dora is...
Oh,
There it is.
there we go. East to... Okay. South to Aklenda or east to Adara. There you go. How dare you!
I did it gently.
Caress her. Yes.
I'm going to text you something. Or are you on Discord?
I can be.
I'll just text you.
Okay.
Super secrets.
One of the guards has a raging clue.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you get it?
I did.
Okay.
fuck, excuse me? Like...
So, since... so Velthuria keeps talking. So someone to Ardara and someone into Northern Eklenda, particularly Churiaden. That is the most likely... If the Eklendans were to be mustering an army, they would be doing it at Churiaden. That's the only place it makes sense. You have worked well in the past. You've been very independent and resourceful, so I will let you pick which way you want to go, east or south.
May I ask for a reminder? A quarry to the east was under orc control. Was that in Adara or Nera?
So, out of game things that you remember, there are a bunch of quarries and quarries and mines that are under the control of Ardara, which is controlled by the orcs currently. So There's a whole mess of them.
Well, I am not in a rush to return to Eklenda.
I'm not in a rush to meet some orcs.
It's even further than we went last time.
It is.
Question. So... Surin, Keata is here.
Yep.
Right? This is Truson. Churiaden.
Yep.
Where's the border, technically? Is it this river or this river?
It's that southern river.
Okay, so Churiaden is in Eklenda.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an Eklendan city.
That being said, from my current knowledge of trade routes, etc., and Eklenda, do I think that would be a lucrative journey if we were to bring back some things, or if we were to bring down some Britain, possibly? Well, let me rephrase. We don't have a lot of capital, so we can't buy a lot of stuff, per se. But when we get down there, we could commandeer some things.
You could commandeer some things.
So...
what I would further say is you have as much capital as you have resources between the three of you.
Very true.
Which is actually quite a bit.
Which is actually quite a bit. You could also generate a fund, which can also help your resources. But what I would tell you is, give me a wise test for you to tell me whether or not this is a lucrative trip. Either way. Because
Okay.
the beauty of this game is the player gets to kind of dictate what is within a degree and drive how the story goes through a combination of various tests. It's just that a failure in this test isn't so much a failure, it's just a complication.
Are you mumbling aloud?
Not yet. Rivers don't run that far, so this would be supplier-wise.
Success.
2 successes! Hot
Great
diggity
victory.
daffodil. I would ponder, if you would allow it, or I would posit, that due to
Move this up.
the rivers not running north-south here, that goods from the south would be less available here and therefore possibly more profitable, depending on what we can find. Especially if it's in the Elven lands.
Well, the Elven lands would be on the other side of the mountains.
Oh,
I
am
mean,
I confusing I'm confusing campaigns. Okay, so, but down in Eklenda, that is a different country, basically.
Yes, that is.
Clan.
So yeah, so the Gershon lands aren't so much a country as it's just like an area of city-states ruled by princes and princesses.
Mm-hmm.
Think of like the Italian peninsula before Italy. There was like Milan was a city-state, and Rome and Naples, and eventually there was like the Kingdom of Naples, but it wasn't like the Kingdom of Italy or what have you. So that's Gersh. And if you want more of the goods on that, I'm going to need some kind of history test.
No, that's fine.
Aklinda is a kingdom. They have a king. Tamarkand is a king. They have a queen, so it's a queendom. Berkmar and Markia similarly are kingdoms. They have kings or queens.
Going up in a drink.
I'd still say my previous statement holds just to a little lesser extent. Probably not. There's no elven goods per se, but I would consider that's a fair jaunt south, so the climate's probably going to change a little bit too.
It will. You did a supplier-wise test?
Yes.
So what you also know is for the course of the war within Wyvil, goods have mainly traveled east-west between the princely cities and their vassal territories, and between Tamarkand. Not so much with... The Burks are mired in a civil war right now. So nothing's really coming out of Berkmar.
Yeah.
The Marins in the north are dealing with orcs just like the Gershon lands are, as are the Eklendans. So there hasn't really been a whole lot of north-south trade. So in a way, you would be kind of a pioneer of reopening trade.
So the vibe I'm getting is you'd prefer to head down south.
Is this more of a reconnaissance thing, or is this I need you to do something?
She asks specifically for reconnaissance. She wants to know, well, it depends on where you choose to go. If you want to go to Ardara, you're going to be asked to find different things versus if you go to Churadan.
I think where's Crag right now?
South.
Crag's
He's away. Is he
I
here
think
or away?
he went back to the tribe. If I'm gonna go
Okay.
buy some scratches in the dirt,
Yeah. But no, he's away right now.
He's away
right?
right now, yeah.
Okay, so I would prefer, especially Leone would prefer, not to go closer to orcs without orcs at this point.
Understandable.
That's a really good point.
And I don't know when Crag's coming back.
Does that statement tie to a character trait that you have by chance, like pragmatic or something like that?
It's quickly becoming a be aware of orcs.
So is that a no or a yes?
Why? Because you're crunchy and taste good with ketchup?
Yes.
I think ketchup would be terrible with him. He's more of a mustard guy.
No. Yeah, no.
I mean, that if you make bratwurst out of it, maybe.
Curry first.
So where I'm going with that, in Burning Wheel, when you act to your character traits and pull the story in a direction, or your instincts or beliefs, especially if you're making things more difficult than they need to be because you're acting to your instincts and beliefs, you would get fate points, potentially. So that's why I ask if making that choice serves one of your beliefs or a character trait that you have.
It would.
If
It does. It's not for the reason you mentioned. It's for
Okay.
another reason that has to do with other things.
is it tied to a belief then? I think it's tied
Yeah.
to a belief. Okay, so take a fate point.
Okay.
So
Get him, girl.
the orcs at the quarry,
Yeah.
the orcs at the quarry for Adara are working with Adara.
No, the
Or-
orcs have taken Adara. Adara has quarries in its vicinity that are dormant or at least not producing for the humans because the orcs control Adara.
If we go to Adara, you guys acting as my property is probably the only way we're getting close to that.
And
Otherwise, if we go south, we're acting as merchants.
We die. What if we can't free of... I think
having Crag around.
handling a village full of orcs is a task for a bunch of orcs.
It would be easier if there was 2 of us. I will agree to that. Otherwise, us heading south, my skin color becomes a hindrance and not an asset like Adara. Unless you can figure out some kind of way to slather or disguise this.
What are you looking me up for?
I mean,
I've done it before.
how much have the orcs been a problem to the south as much as they've been here?
That would require asking Eklendans to the south, because no one's been there but other Eklendans, like Eklendan subjects, not just ethnically Eklendan people. So that's possibly something that you might get asked to find out. But that comes back to the question of, you guys want to go east to Ardara, or do you want to go south into Eklenda? So I'm getting Eklenda, I'm getting don't care, or abstain.
Abstain.
I'm getting...
Probably Eklenda. I don't think we should go... I cannot protect my property the way I probably need to if we go to Adara.
Okay.
Hey, I can actually protect myself quite well.
So we've got 2 votes for
I'm the
Eklenda.
property.
Because if we go to Adara, there's 2 problems. If we go to Eklenda, there's one problem.
I'll also put out a reminder that the last time we were near Eklenda, we left things quite spicy.
I made a hamster ball of death.
That was in where?
Kanta.
Yes, but that has nothing to do with Eklenda. That's
Ooh.
like saying
They were majority Eklendans.
that town in...
Is Kanta part of the Gershon states?
It's a Gershon city.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like
So that
saying
is
Mexico City had a gang war. Like,
It's more like saying we caused trouble in Albuquerque, so we can't
Yeah.
go to Mexico City.
exactly.
Okay. Let's go to Eklenda.
We could just, not bring it up.
Yeah.
And we don't have the orc that
Which is
caused all the problem with us.
true.
Okay.
So our cover story for going there is merchants,
Yeah.
hence merchandise.
Yes?
Yeah. Merchandise.
Oh.
So what goods are you going to be hauling?
Non-perishables.
Facts.
Coffee?
What goods?
What goods
Are
made
available.
in Surin?
Yes.
The only good that is made
Made
in
in
Surin
Surin.
currently
It is written.
is ridden.
Now, to be fair, when we first got into town, I went with you down to the river docks and picked up a ton of seeds. Just any seeds I could get my hands on. I mean, I don't know what I could grow and we can fashion into stuff. I don't know.
If you want to grow some pumpkins in 9 hours again.
No, let's not do that. I'm thinking more like go out to the woods, find some cedar or whatnot, and try to make
I mean, we can
beer
come up
mugs
with a
for all I
variety of
know and
goods,
sell it
like
with the ridden.
a few
Okay.
barrels of ridden, a
Yeah.
Yeah.
box of coffee.
Because I'm guessing like
Well,
oak, birch, pine. Those are, I'm assuming, trees that we're going to find around this area.
Yeah. You will be able to find a variety of timber if you want to be like furniture merchants.
Yeah, I mean,
And
really.
you would just craft, you would shape the wood before you arrive and just kind of roll into whatever settlement and try to sell it.
That would be relatively easy for me to do since if it's an existing tree, bending that stuff should be.
What craft has carpenters, yeah, wood, right? But
Wood,
like,
yeah.
where would there be a high desire for bent wood? Bent wood.
I guess I'm not following you. Like,
You're bending wood.
Like, I made somebody a really nice multi-wood beer mug.
yes, you made that for Corley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no, she got the necklace.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay, so you're
No, you made
crafting
that for
things
Edorea.
out of
Hey,
wood.
Rhea.
Yeah,
Okay.
And Rhea got the beer mug.
Yeah. So what you see in Pocket do is she can shape the wood, and it will conform to what it understands her desire to be.
I could make wooden necklaces, beer mugs. I mean, stuff with a simple shape. I could probably do one after the other. If I can physically touch it, it's much easier for me.
But what can you do that we can sell? Probably something that normally can't be made easily with wood.
I mean, this would be pretty novelty stuff. This isn't carved stuff. This
Novelty
is.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
chairs.
What are you making now?
I mean, the smaller it is, the more I can make of them.
Yeah. But like, if we're like, here's a cup, versus here's a cup that someone whittled, what's the...
Oh, it's gonna look completely different. You're not gonna have whittle lines. This is gonna be any shape I want, smooth as I want, melded together.
From what I've
It's not gonna
seen,
look like
is
anything
it...
that.
So, like, let me put it this way. If you make something, you will probably be able to sell it. If there's a complication from your roll, it may be you didn't quite get as much, or you happen to be in a saturated market, but that's something that we don't know until you fail the
That's
roll.
valid. Okay, yeah.
So, whatever it is that you're trying to sell, you'll probably be able to find a market for it somewhere.
Okay.
So,
Charcuterie board. I don't know.
I guess riding your supplier-wise success from earlier, goods that are not as often available in the South are going to be things that maybe aren't needed as much, but therein is some of the novelty of it. So like furs. The weather's warmer down there, so there isn't as much need of a fur trade, but that also means that having furs is kind of a novelty. So things like that. Plants that... and associated products, whether it's certain crops or textiles or what have you, they'll be more or less popular in one area rather than another. So you can come up with just off the top of your merchantly head, because that's not a word actually, your mercantile head, there we go.
Yes.
Off the top of your mercantile head, you can think of a few things that'd be like, oh, well, they probably don't have this and that and the other thing, and you can rattle off a list. The problem with that list is all of those things are either made further or grown further to the north in peaceful lands, either protected areas of Wyval or other principalities, or further to the west in Tamarkand. The only thing that is like made here is ridden, and even then, ridden is a processed good, whether it's made from potatoes or beets or wheat or what have you. They'll ferment and distill it into ridden here, so the processed good is made here.
I
Yeah.
mean, wood-linked jewelry that doesn't have seams, shaped, easy for me to do. Carved, do you know how hard that is?
Yeah.
To make moving links out of wood?
True.
I can do that all day long. I mean, it shapes itself. You're not gonna find stuff like that anywhere.
For a salesperson, okay.
So if we made 100 just wood-linked necklaces, that would be a super big novelty, because you're not gonna find that. It takes forever just to whittle moving wooden links. This, I shape them all day long.
Okay, so I drive, and we have a little sweatshop in the back of the wagon. Making little
With
tiny necklaces all day. Pull over for another tree. Let's go.
With immigrant labor. Just saying.
Yeah, as long as I can physically touch it, man, I could do it all day long.
Okay. So
I guess we're going to Atlanta.
you're going to Atlanta.
We're posing as merchants.
You're posing as merchants. You're not going to buy any stock here because you're going to gather timber along the way and be shaping it over the course of the journey.
Yeah.
So, before we got this far in the campaign, the possibility of you going to Churidan specifically had you on a road that went most efficiently through Keata. On the assumption that you do not want to go through Keata right now,
Yeah.
well, I guess I'm checking that assumption. Are you okay going a slower route so that you do not go through Keata?
I think we might avoid Keita.
Yeah.
I think we might avoid Kanta.
Okay. So, from what I recall, it would have been 90 days to Keita and another 45 days to Churidan from Keita, bringing it to 4.5 months. So this is probably going to take another, we'll call it an even 5 months of travel
Just to avoid Keita.
just to avoid Keita.
On that note, though, before we exit our meeting with the Viscount,
We just want to figure out what our mission is.
I would ask when she expects us to depart, as I have a wagon being built.
That's also a good question.
Or just when she expects us to depart, as we do have some.
Well, sooner would be better, but I suppose even if you were to depart today, you wouldn't, by the time I hear back from my brother, you still won't even be there, so
What info are we
when
getting?
is your wagon going to be ready?
We said, what, a month now?
So about 2 more weeks.
If
Well, that
I
was, he
helped
said a
him-
month.
He said by the end of the month.
By the end of the month.
And this is the end of the first week out of 3 in the month. So in this setting, each month
There's
is 3
3 weeks.
10-day weeks.
Okay.
And you're at...
Oh, help, man.
You could. That does bring a good point.
It's wood.
It shouldn't be
I've
too
fixed
long.
the axle before. But where we get reconnaissance on? What are...
The wagon should be ready within 2 weeks.
within 2 weeks. So be it.
We'll try to make it.
So, to your question, what I would be needing to know is, first and foremost, is Aklenda mustering an army at Churidan? If they're not mustering an army at Churidan, can you find information that they're mustering one somewhere else? How big is this army? What are they doing with it? Who is leading it? And then I would also want to know the Rotavans and the Tyravans. Are they involved? How? I think you, Pocket, mentioned how much trouble have the Clendons been having with orcs. That's an excellent question. I would like to know What troubles have the Clendons been having? Do they have problems with orcs? Do they have other problems? Are they having any infighting between their nobility?
Well, it's a laundry list, but
Well, it's more of a couple of questions and then everything about the army. As it normally is. A couple of questions and then where's the big army that's going to kill us?
true.
If we view the Rotorvans or Tyrvans as a potential problem, is there anything we're instructed to possibly do about it?
If you can... However you manage to neutralize them would be appreciated. If you can bring them back into the fold, that would be fine. If you can remove them in a permanent way, that would be fine. If you can scare them further south, such that they would not be a problem anytime soon, that would be fine. Either way, I would like them at least out of the way. And find that Adar.
Stab, stab.
If he was not in
Adar.
Kaeta, then perhaps he went south.
Find Adar. I'm going to shish kebab that man if it's the last thing I do. The one that got away.
Compared to where we're standing and our proximity to the Viscount, how close are the guards?
So using the room that we're in as reference, let's say that the throne/map room is 4 times the size. So another room that way and another room that way. Basically, we're, I guess, double in size, so like...
No, it'd be 4 times if we go that way once, and then that way once, that's 4, yeah.
Yeah, so 4 times the size. Or double in each dimension, geometry, and all that. So the map table is along this side of the room. It's still kind of in the center. The throne of Surin is up on a dais. There's kind of like a tea and sitting area on the other side, and then there are 2 guards at the back doors, 2 guards at the doors that admit you, and then there's another door to the side. There are 2 more guards.
Is his girlfriend in this room?
Edorea? No.
Oh.
So we're over here.
Yeah.
There's 2 guards over here.
Yeah.
There's 2 guards over there, and there's 2 guards over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you planning?
I don't know nothing.
Okay. Are you done with Viscount right now?
Yeah.
You're about to be for life. No. Right. Well, we will get to our preparations and update you before we leave, at least. I would ask if we may have a word in private.
We.
These 2 guards are okay?
Is that in or out of game?
Out of game. Yes.
Let's pick.
This one's number 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
3 and 4 are over there.
I'm gonna have to find out later. Okay. 1,
2,
2,
3,
3, 4,
4,
5,
5,
6. Two. And I dropped something.
Need a flashlight?
I'm gonna retcon that. I'm not saying anything. With that knowledge. I'm not saying anything to Velthuria about a private meeting with that
Okay.
knowledge.
Okay.
Very well. We will leave you.
Okie dokie. I suppose I'm gonna go help with the wagon.
We're leaving. We're not leaving yet, though.
Right, I'm gonna go help.
Oh,
with-
you're gonna want to turn around. Don't worry. Let me know when we get out of the room.
Okay.
Quick question. Is the court comfortable enough with us that we're basically allowed to stay armed as we enter
Sure.
audiences? Okay. That was my question. So we're leaving.
I'm writing down the notes of all the questions that you've been asked to answer.
I was saying that to Ian.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I guess so.
once we're out of the room, then, do we have any idea where Dame Itaray is?
You could probably find her.
Oh, sexy girlfriend.
Okay. So yeah. We need to find Dame Itaray
Oh,
now.
okay.
Adar's in the room.
What?
Well, excuse the fudge out of me.
One of the 2 guards standing next to us in Velthuria was Adar.
Did you see the last thing I wrote?
I know, I'm well aware of it.
Have you seen the last thing I
I'm
wrote?
waiting for Pocket to eat off back into the...
Find Adar. Kill him. Simple note.
Dame Itaray.
Let's go.
Okay.
We would like to quickly find the most, if not Dame Itaray, the most authoritative person that can muster some guards, and quickly.
So I have a most excellent question.
Yes.
Is Edorea a completed relationship or a developing one?
Self-control.
I think I know the answer.
I don't have Resurrection. No, I don't have
Yep, so therefore,
Resurrection
that requires a circles test. And I have a feeling the right here, right now
yet. Man,
clause is going to
maybe
come
just
into
a little bit.
into a problem.
Maybe just a little bit.
How good are you at circles?
4.
Do you have reputations and affiliations?
Of course they do. Of course he does.
I only have 1 reputation and 1 affiliation, and neither of them are with anyone here.
I have a +2 reputation in Soren.
I have a
and
circle with an army of Yvel, of Wyval.
affiliation with Wyval Crown Guard +1.
Okay, so one of you gets to be the primary tester, and the other 2 can choose to help or not.
Do you want me to be the primary tester?
I mean,
I've got a big reputation.
I also have the army of Wyval +2.
So whoever the primary tester is, they get to use 1 reputation and 1 affiliation to help
Sure.
them. And then the other 2 would help with their base circles ability.
I mean, if you're like, hey, I think I might know where she is, because you
Yeah.
obviously think you know more, that's fine. Then I'll help you.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
follow
what's your
you.
reputation?
Your
And
circles
or
is
go where you tell us
4?
to. Yes.
What's your reputation at?
2.
Okay.
Does Pocket want to help?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's helping us. What?
Oh, yeah.
No, she's gonna be like, no, I ain't helping you find her.
No!
Go.
I mean,
do it
I'm
yourself.
either helping doing this or I'm turning right back around and going to stab somebody.
You know, I like to facilitate autonomy and choices. We don't know what the obstacle is.
Yeah,
but
we hadn't constructed that test yet.
Oh, well.
Well, I assumed it was
Gonna be high.
gonna be high.
Okay. Well, let's let that ride. Just give me a sec, because I'm still writing notes from the conversation. that
Take your time. I get excited.
Oh!
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
What?
Just
As soon as she was like, I'm gonna kill him, it's the last thing I'll do. I'm like, oh, you're gonna get more of. Let's not start a panic in the throne room.
What? You said what
Can we
now?
pause it that we just take a pee break?
That's a great
Okay,
idea.
great. Because Pocket's losing her gosh darn mind right now.
Oh.
Break that pee.
Wow. Break the seal. Ooh, Pocket wants to go stabby stab so bad right now.
I was like, what the fuck is Ian doing? Is he gonna try to kill Velthuria?
See, Pocket doesn't know, so Jade doesn't know.
Yeah.
But now Pocket knows. And now Jade knows. And now there's a problem.
I've got my own name. Now Aerith knows. So now
Petalhead.
Jesse knows.
Petalhead.
So now Petalhead knows.
Wow. Okay. Ooh, this is going to turn out interesting. Yes, of course.
Why was I the only one to test that?
To test?
Yes. We recognized Adar.
I don't know what Adar looks like.
Why? Oh God. What am I forgetting? Have I seen this man before?
Remember that office talk we had at the beginning?
I mean, yeah. Hold on.
I think that would have come up.
Having a moment, dude. That's valid. Yeah, that's a very good point. That would be very helpful.
I mean, I can go back in under the premise of talking to her again and see how well, Sir Colwald is doing with the orcs. We'll go back in under the premise of, hey, I forgot to ask, how's he doing with everybody? And stab.
We'll get there. Give me a sec. Let Jesse come back. Let me take a break too.
Like, hold on.
It's like,
Hold on. In that vein, though, I might have also inquired as to the Roha Vander and Thorovins principle. Is that Jim?
hey, the one person I would like to kill. No particular reason whatsoever.
Nope, don't worry about it. Nothing to see here.
Great.
Okie doke. So, you're out of the throne and map room, and you've just let them know, like, hey, yeah, I think I saw our guy in there.
Now we're
Okay.
looking for Adorea.
Now you're looking for Adorea.
Or someone with equivalent authority.
Okay. You need a circle's obstacle. Starts at 1. Let's see. It's a very common occupation within where you are. So I'll say that in this context, the occupation does not modify the obstacle. However, you are looking for someone of authority that would be above you, so that becomes an obstacle 3. Someone like Edorea, someone that has that level of authority, I think that's captured in their station, so the disposition doesn't so much matter. But right here, right now, in the middle of trouble, that becomes a 6.
Okay. Obstacle 6?
Yeah, and you
I'm
roll
at
a 5.
But, that's the funny thing, I've got fate.
You've got fate.
And 3 6s.
Oh, yes.
And that 6 is also open.
Yes, more successes.
Oh. Well, we're at 6.
I know, the bloodlust.
Okay. So you find Edorea. And you tell her, like, hey, here's what's going on. That would be very good to know about
Right now.
right
Let's
now.
go.
And so she takes you back into the throne room, and she urgently ushers Velthuria to the far end of the throne room, leaves her in the care of 2 other guards, and then is like briskly walking towards the guard that you're pointing at.
Watch it be
The one that you're like,
It's not the right guy.
and he,
Bam,
he's like,
bam.
huh? And she lays into him like, Adar Variadran, you're a dead man walking, or something dramatic like that.
Oh
And so,
Is it him?
no. Yeah, that's the question.
Would he be dumb enough?
so he says,
I'm worried it's not him, and I just said so. Some poor guard is getting his ass beat because my character is a dumbass. That would be amazing. That's the best, nope, not him.
Does he
Sorry,
have the
wrong
Clinton
number.
features? I mean,
so he has a Clendon features. He's tall, he has red hair, he's got a middle olive complexion, but half of Wyval is ethnically a Clendon. So that's not particularly abnormal. And then, not knowing where this guy entered the Crown Guard from, he could have been from Surin. So, who knows? So,
I think it's him. That's all I know.
Later I'm going to need to ask you where you got this hunch.
yeah, what would even make you think that he would be here?
That's what he looks like.
So he says, and he clips his tones in very polite ways, but he's also, drawing up to his full height and putting a bit of force behind his words, like a bit of threat, like, you dare bring this false accusation from me, and he says, Dame Edorea, you know full well that I am Uvan of Tiradran. I am from Wyval. You know this.
Weird question. Can I try to tune in on this so he's also testing falsehood against me?
Or persuasion.
Or whatever he's rolling.
What's your will?
8.
What's your will?
Except, well, it's lower than that. 6.
What's your will?
4.
Okay. You believe him. He's full of shit. He's full of shit.
Oh, take that back. That should be 5.
He's full of shit.
Well, I'm waiting for, the person over there to...
We can have our mean girl gossip posse.
Oh,
This guy.
That's all you get. Yeah. Oh.
Totally fumbled.
I mean, really, would someone of lower birth dare to take that kind of tone with her?
I don't think she believed him either. Now we look up the rules for unarmed strike.
No.
Unarmed nothing, he's getting a thorn bush to the face.
Yeah? Yeah?
Mm-mm.
Yeah?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
We went down a deep rabbit hole there.
So, I guess if you want to do something before his speed test goes on, or rather in contest with his speed test, you're welcome to do it. Otherwise, he's making a speed test.
I am making no...
To get away?
To do something. You don't really know what he's going to do until
I am
he does
not
it.
taking the initiative.
Okay.
I'm letting him be the offender.
Okay.
Nope, I am immediately right in front of him, putting a bed of thorns.
Okay, so you're...
Ivy, my tripping ivy.
Okay, so you're testing phytomancy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ooh, that's open. Ooh, that's open. I got 3.
Okay, so you wrap him up in your thorns. He's... Okay. He is restrained.
I didn't do any damage to him, but I tangled him up.
Okay. So... He gets this, like, really dark, bitter, look on his face, or not bitter, like, he looks at the both of you, like it's one of those if looks could kill kinds of things. And Edorea and the other guards take him away. And Velthuria is kind of just like, blink, blink.
Would he really come up in here by himself without some kind of backup plan?
I don't.
Or
That wraps
some
things
kind of
up
power?
nicely.
Or...
I'm surprised.
So how did you...
I don't
know-
trust this. There's nothing about this I trust.
Spitting image of the description.
Okay.
Is this a private discussion for later when we're not here?
If you would like to falsehood me, you may.
I think that would be you rolling falsehood against me. Or do
Oh,
you
that's-
want me to lie?
That's valid. Well, now I would roll persuasion or falsehood.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know unless I failed.
And if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to know?
I think you've earned a challenging test.
Oh, okay.
I mean, his will is up there.
When I've had to roll every social test up until now,
That's 3 successes.
out of 8.
Huh?
Out of 8.
Oh, man.
Discussion for when...
I'm not following.
He asked me how I knew that was Adar.
And
I
you're-
said he matched the description perfectly.
Yeah.
He said I was full of shit. And I said, well, falsehood roll is here. And he said I should roll falsehood or persuasion against his will, and that comes out my 3 against his 8.
So
So either he knows I'm full of shit if I was doing falsehood, or if I was persuading him, he doesn't believe me.
Well, so I would say with a, regardless of whether it's persuasion or falsehood, with a discrepancy of 5 short of the obstacle, you know there is a very obvious missing part of this truth, such as where did he get the description that neither you nor Pocket had?
now where did you get the description of Adar?
Not here, not here, not here, not here. Not here. Not here. No, we're not.
Walk and talk?
I guess check on Velthuria, make sure she's doing okay. Ask where exactly he's going and what they're going to do with him, because I didn't trust that hole. That was too easy.
Brings...
And then when we are out of here and possibly walking, talking, then that's
Well, I
it.
think we trust Dame Ederea. At least, right?
Yeah.
Do you really want to have the discussion of why you knew the description?
No,
of him?
no. I mean in terms of the captor. We trust Dame Ederea.
To handle him.
Right, I just don't
Right.
trust it.
So, well, no, but she can at least, we can approach her about investigating
Yeah.
how the fuck this happened.
Right, because obviously from the little exchange that they had, this has been a long-running con. If she knew him, supposedly as this other person, how long has he been posing as them?
How long has you been here?
Right. Has he been here the entire time as we went frolicking off for who knows how long?
You would have to find one of the other guards, like Ederea, like Kowald.
Yeah, we're trying to talk to Dame Ederea.
Okay, yeah, you can find her after she like throws him in the Huskow.
Oubliette. I mean, seriously, this has been a long con.
I mean, if you're going to be hiding, all hiding is usually a long con. At least for something on this scale.
So, so you find Ederea, and she says, "So good eyes. Thank you for letting me know that. Especially you. You want to know how long he's been here? He's been here as Uvan, as Sir Uvan, since soon after the main army left from liberating Surin. He was a replacement from some minor family in Wyvil, or so we thought. I suppose we now have to send a message back to see if this... I'd never heard of House Tiradran, but maybe they don't even exist at all. Or maybe that whole family is just... Maybe their name was just used and is now shamed, or it could be any number of things, but we now know that he very clearly is Adar of Ariadran. But he's been here since before you got here.
So we were off murdering his family while he was here, and it really wasn't much of a secret where we were and what we were doing.
And he stayed here.
And he stayed here and didn't even try
Well, to be fair,
send a messenger.
she only sent like 3 of us. 4 of us.
Right, but
And
it took
I
us
go handle
forever to get there. A messenger would have gotten there before we did.
True.
So, did he want them out of the picture?
Well, how much autonomy is afforded her knights? Like,
And maybe he wasn't around during that conversation.
that too.
I mean, how many knew where we went and what we were doing?
There were other guards in the room at the time.
Yeah, they
It's
drink, they talk.
Yeah.
feasible that
Those three are going off to wherever to kill whoever, yeah. For a big orc. Well, yeah, they talk. The big orc in town.
Yeah.
The only orc in town at the time.
He could have sold us out and warned them at any moment. Because it took us a while to get there. A messenger could have passed us up.
What if he already did?
We just wiped
'Cause-
out his whole freaking family. If he warned
So,
them ahead of time.
let me posit a theory. We found the family in the security of the keep, locked up, basically without going outside ever. Were they always like that? Or was there a point, maybe a month or two before we got there, where they were just hanging out around the city in general? Then say a little bird comes along, hey, you bitches are gonna get assassinated, go hide in the keep, because that's safe. Because keeps are safe. You don't expect 3 people to be able to siege a keep.
I mean,
And that is why our remarkable performance impressed the Viceroy, because we did something quite difficult.
spiky hamster ball of death.
Yeah,
Well,
that's my running theory.
that's your running theory.
I mean, you guys were in that town longer than I was. You got out and about better than I could. Was there...
it's a good thing, too. I would never have heard what he looks like.
I mean, was there any reference to them suddenly being holed up?
I don't remember.
Was there any...
We have the lepers here. Why don't we just go ask them? They live there. Certainly the upper echelon and aristocrats holding themselves up suddenly would have made some kind of stink.
Mm-hmm.
We can go ask some of the
Go ask
Arquesians,
some-
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for later.
Well, you're going to be here for another 2 weeks waiting for your wagon.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know if we had any other business with right here, right now.
Do you want any other
Do
business
you
here
want to
anyway?
have other
Look,
business
you're the
there?
one that's very concerned about how he's about to be treated and or how he's not about to be prodded.
Yes, I would prefer he became an ass puppet, but...
There we go. I didn't know if you needed to voice any of these
Oh yeah,
concerns.
I'm worried that this was too easy. He was embedded here for too long. I mean, he could have taken Velthuria out right then and there. He just was very nonchalant about the whole thing. Like he's got some other plan, and this is just kind of like a minor inconvenience.
Well, I assume he is going to be questioned over the next week
Forcibly.
and a half.
Probably.
If we check back in before we depart, I would assume any pertinent information that we would need,
Might come up.
if anything comes up, we would
Yeah.
we could discuss it at that time. But it's been a day. And I need to introduce you to Raphael. Not Raphael, that's my name for him. Not Bob either. Reston. There we go.
Who?
I need to introduce you to Reston.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Because I need to go help him with the wagon.
Sorry, just looking at something like that.
Oh, it's my job.
We did not make a friend today.
I mean...
Did you see the way he looked? Why did he look at you like that? He gave us a stink eye.
Why
He's an
didn't
elf
he look
lover.
anything like that? Maybe he has the hots for me.
Why didn't he look at you like that?
Yeah.
I mean, you can infer that when Edorea came back in the room with the three of you, it was Leone that was pointing at him, and it was Pocket that helped snag him up.
Okay.
Alright,
Silly
Suppose-
little guard.
so if you want to check back on him later,
Yes.
you are walking up to the keep. So you go back to your plot of land and your houses, and you check back on it later. And as you're approaching the wall of the citadel, you see a new head mounted on the wall. And a brief conversation with Edorea reveals that the questioner got a little too vigorous because he was a threat directly to the Viceroy, and he did not survive long in the questioning session. In other words, he was tortured to death, so they beheaded him after the fact.
Oh.
Such a shame. Awfully convenient.
Either way, in the
Questioner
interim of all this, I'm helping with
plan.
the wagon.
Well, the questioner rolled a 1 on an obstacle 4 test, so
The Thabians never landed on the moon either.
I'll do it. I love the APCs fail just as bad as we do.
I mean, when I'm rolling for you, I roll as if I'm a player.
Yeah.
I roll failures.
I'm just
what I do.
saying. So I guess
Failures.
we can cross off Find Adar.
Yeah,
That's nice.
check.
Done. Smiley face.
So I guess I'm helping with the wagon.
Right, you're helping with what? Eder died during the torturing by Edorea's interrogator. His head now decorates.
Must be his first time.
Well, okay. Pocket goes to help. What's his name? Reston the wagon, right?
Yep.
Reston, Goravan, and the wagon, right?
You'd be splitting your time though between that and finding a place for the mothers and the youths.
Well, splitting my time, yes. More like checking up and
True.
seeing how Kowald is doing.
Okay, so you want to... Do you want to test phytomancy to help the wagon right?
Yeah.
Or, okay,
Yes.
so let's get you an obstacle for that. Phytomancy. This is phytomancy, craft table chairs, craft level floor, staircase. Well, no, you're helping him, so let's see. There's a...
I'm putting in enough help that I feel like we could get out of here in a week and not 2 weeks.
Okay. Wagon-wise. What about wheelwright?
Just so that I personally have enough time to make sure everybody's settled, everybody's good to go, and I can kind of keep an eye out for some nicer trees in the woods. Get some red cedar.
Okay, so since this is the most complicated thing on here is an obstacle 5 wooden staircase, I'm going to rule that a wagon is also an obstacle 5. So he would be working patiently. So that would be his 1+1 die. Let's say he's let's see what other skills apply that he can fork in. Carving or engineering. He doesn't have either of those, so oh, cartwright. There we go. Bam. Wheelbarrow, push cart, rickshaw, 2-wheel cart, 4-wheel wagon, jitney, or carriage. This is more like a carriage. Still an obstacle 5. Carpentry being okay. So let's say he's got 4 in that. 1 more for carpentry, 1 more for working patiently, and you're helping him.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your phytomancy at? It's at 5, so he gets 2 helper dice.
Yeah.
Bam. Okay.
Plus, oh no, never mind. I have the +1 wall plant. Did we just break it?
You didn't break it.
He's drunk.
He's drunk, and he kind of oversold his ability to finish in a timely manner.
So,
That's shit.
So it's a fine wagon, but he's not done at the end of the month. Even with
Help.
Pocket helping.
Even better.
So
Oh.
how much more do you want to wait past the end of the month?
I mean, how much more does he have? Does he have half a wagon, or do we have like 3/4 of a wagon?
It's like half a wagon.
Oh my god.
Christ.
I want my money back.
What did we even pay this guy for? Really? Half a wagon? Bitch.
I mean, so half the wagon is done. So
Yeah.
there's no cover, there's no false bottom. It's axles and wheels on a bed and with a bench. So you can take it and go, but you're going to get rained on and you'd have no way to hide anything.
I mean, technically we don't have to hide Crag right now because Crag's not coming. But
Just-
we need it functioning and out of the weather if we're going to be in it for 5 months.
Yeah, we have your wagon, but is that
I have a
is
nice
that more of a
cart.
cart?
You can... Children can sit in it.
Okay. So,
I mean, if I craft jewelry, we could have a large surplus of merchandise and still not take a lot of room, like if I had crafted furniture. But at the same time,
we need to go though,
we need to go.
because
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there somebody with a completed cart in town we could just buy it off of them?
Sounds like another circles test.
I guess I can go find a supplier of a cart.
Okay, so same occupation, life path circles. Same station, merchant to a merchant.
Yeah.
Uncommon disposition. They have a cart they're willing to sell.
That's valid. Yeah.
So that becomes a 2.
Yeah. And right now, I mean, well, maybe not right
Pretty
here,
urgently,
right now, but
though.
urgently.
So that becomes a 4.
Yeah. And I have help from Pocket,
I'm helping as much as I can, but I don't know.
finding merchants. And I get help from you.
Sure.
Go find merchants.
Let's find merchants.
Let's go find some merchants.
Will.
We found some merchants.
Will.
So you have an obstacle 4?
I have a 4.
Okay, you find a guy, you meet the obstacle so he doesn't get a name, but you find a guy who has a wagon for sale. Let's see here. Yikes. I was almost on exactly the right page until I wasn't. Alright, let's see here. Large baggage wagon. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Obstacle 4.
Large baggage. I assume I'm getting help from the
Try
two
to
of you.
help.
Sure.
Try to
You can
help.
take 2 dice.
You want to haggle him?
I would like to haggle him. I keep forgetting I can haggle him.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, you like one skill is haggling.
I know. I need to haggle, yo.
The merchant.
And persuasion. Haggling, persuasion.
Did you want help haggling too?
No soothing.
Actually, I think I have haggling.
I have haggling.
Why do you have haggling?
Because
Yes.
I keep making all these social roles that I wasn't
We're
anticipating
all
on making.
haggling with this. We're here for it.
So you want help with
Yes,
haggling?
we're
Plus
taking help with the haggling. Maybe.
That's
And if haggling don't
Hold on.
work, I can always go to intimidation.
Fine.
Yeah, I need this. I need this one.
A month. He is
Oh, he's haggled. He is haggled.
done. Well, let's see here, because that's the versus roll.
Oh, he's haggled.
I mean,
Ooh.
The man's been haggled. 6.
all right. Well, so in the face of that much, that the
Adversity.
obstacle is going to come down not just by 1 but by 2, because, I mean, you're the guys that.
Is for the good of Soren.
Well, and you spotted Adar. Like, word's getting around a little bit that, you know, you've made a lot of, like, significant help. So, like, oh, it's you. Yeah, of course. I need to cover my costs, but, yeah, you can have this wagon. So he is willing to part with it for a very modest price and a couple bottles ridden. And so, sure, an obstacle 2 for this wagon.
So exactly as much as the other wagon.
Presto, you got a wagon.
Presto, we have a wagon
Oh.
with no false bottom, but it does have a cover.
That's the important thing right
That
now.
is the important thing.
We can have it modified later or something. Or maybe the other one will be done when we get back in 10 plus months.
It'll be good. I'll have them before we leave. I will have
These will be half done. Group decides to wait and needs to find a wagon to buy. Leon finds a merchant.
I would like to have my wagon in progress delivered to my abode in progress when it is done. You will be paid,
Oh yeah, do we
maybe.
we need to get a landskeeper or housekeeper or something while we're gone? For our
it'll be fine.
3 places.
Well, why don't we go talk to, what's your name?
Leon finds merchant.
We should go talk to maybe some of the goblins. See if we can hire a housekeeper.
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
We're used to that, or we can.
Yeah.
They're probably better at maintaining the underground portions of said structure.
Anyway.
At least, they're, yeah. Although they're sized for us, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
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 So,
But yeah,
sorry, go on. You're
goblin housekeeper.
okay. We can kind of capture that in a lifestyle maintenance
Yeah.
later on. So,
Just wanted
I'm just
to.
worried about maintenance,
okay.
tax, upkeep, make sure no squatters try
Okay.
to take our stuff.
Okay, so Pocket and Leon arrange with Corliet for goblins to check on the players' property in town and maintain it while they're gone. Will be rolled up in lifestyle.
If they want to have a party, they can. They just gotta.
Don't smash our shit.
Yeah.
Clean up after.
Huh.
If you're gonna use the bathtub, doing full well that Crag's been in it.
Green skin.
Okay, so you've got the wagon now, and you're off.
Off we go.
We're off.
Okay, so
We're off.
5 months at the beginning of spring will put you dead in the middle of summer. By the time that you get to Churidan, let's go over to. See, are you both taking wagons? Are you taking your cart as well?
Are you fine if I hop on the wagon?
I'm fine with that, yeah.
Less vehicles.
I'm bringing my horse.
Okay, so you're riding your horse.
Yeah.
The two of you are carpooling.
Carpooling.
Yep.
You may want to bring a horse.
I'll bring my horse along, just in case.
Okay.
I mean, these horses made it to Keza with us and back. I'm taking it again.
I mean, you can tether the horse to the wagon. I mean,
If you don't want to ride the horse all the way, that's fine. But I
Yeah.
would bring a horse.
Because we might get into shit.
Okay, so
Well, that being said, no, because never mind. It's fine. If I have to ride Biscuit or Flapjack, the other one will follow.
Yeah.
sounds like we're having a linked test. So you guys tell me what you think, but that sounds like an orienteering test to find the way and some kind of food procurement and shelter finding tests to eat relatively comfortably and not get too rained on.
I've got orienteering down.
I've got orienteering too.
In this case, could I assist with roads wise?
Sure.
Ooh.
You can assist with roads wise, especially since you're going not the regular way.
How many orienteerings does Pockets have?
Orienteering, I have 2. It's not something I get to test very often.
Well, you're going to test it now.
On the other hand, ability to navigate across land with without maps, do, however, provide successful. Has found his way without delay. Gotten lost. Okay, so this is an unfamiliar land, so it's an obstacle 3 orienteering test.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
Is geography-wise a good fort?
Sure.
That is 5 successes.
5. Okay, so you get a +1 on your food procurement. So whether that's foraging, hunting, whatever you want. Pocket wants to make a phytomancy test to.
I can do foraging for seeds for new stuff, but I also want to do phytomancy, so
You can pick one. Either way.
phytomancy.
Okay, so according to the description that we've written up,
Can I tack on a question?
yeah, you can tack on a question.
Given this is dealing with keeping us fed, Can I assist with a cooking skill? Since she's like foraging and preparing it, it's just wrapped into one towel.
Sure.
Okay.
That's fine. Meat, deadfall.
Have some survival, but
Induce nature to offer you healthy plant-based sustaining rations in the wild. So that is obstacle 2.
2.
Yeah.
You got this.
Take that.
Is that for, you said for you and your party?
Oh, we eating. We eating.
Oh, for you. I'm
super,
sorry. Yeah, you're right.
super good.
Induce nature to offer you starvation rations. Induce nature for you and your companions. That would be obstacle 3. Sorry,
Okay, that's open 2.
but you're going on like 9 successes.
Oh, yeah, she's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. You eat very well. You have a wide variety of berries and surprisingly tasty roots and sticks and whatever the heck you want. As long as it grows from the ground in a plant or fungus form. Well,
So much mushrooms.
not fungus, just plants.
Yeah, because fungus are plants.
They're spores.
This is delicious.
I mean, fungus is actually like an entire fucked up category, but we don't need to get into that.
Ah, yes.
Fungi are not plants. They're their own kingdom.
Mm-hmm. I think they're surprisingly similar to jellyfish.
Wait till you find out about vampire bees.
Not fungus. So not mushrooms.
not-
You get plenty of berries, plenty of sticks and roots, all that. So you get all that, and then if you want to cook, that's fine. So you get a +1.
We're doing ratatouille in like every night.
Okay. Are you gonna roll for that, or
I
this is
was assisting
okay?
her.
Yeah, that's right. That was assisting her. Okay, and so then a +2 to whatever whoever's making some kind of survival test, so that you guys are not getting rained on. Basically,
Is the bonus capped at +2?
well, it's building from each successful test, unless I'm doing link tests incorrectly. That's possible. Let's see here. Linked test. Find themselves long-term complex operation requires many skills or test abilities to overcome. Linked tests can be performed by a single character with many skills, but more often are undertaken by multiple characters complementing each other. Nothing on the test. Happens over time. Failure behind, success ahead. When rolling for a linked test, if the character tested before you, before your character merely met his obstacle, you gain no benefit. If he succeeded his obstacle, your character gets a +1 advantage for his portion of the test. If the character who tested before you failed, then the obstacle for your portion is increased by 1. So basically,
Okay.
really, the bonus is capped at 1, because it's basically the success of the one person that came behind you.
Right. I see. I understand now.
So, whoever wants to make a survival test that you got, or some similar test
I only
that...
have 1 in survival.
You only have 1 in survival.
I have none in survival.
Or a similar skill that shows me that you guys are taking appropriate caution from the weather and,
Question. Which stat governs survival?
Will, perception.
Perception.
probably
Will.
perception.
It's will/perception.
Oh, bam.
Well, who wants to survive?
Okay, basic shelter is obstacle 1.
I can roll it. I haven't rolled one yet. And it's obstacle 1, and I would,
I'll assist you.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah.
it's obstacle, I mean, if you really want to.
I don't know,
We're
it's gonna
gonna-
be challenging.
We got this. We're all
But I know your dice. Take my help.
I know your dice take my help. We have found shelter.
You have found shelter. Right on.
It's the wagon.
Surprise!
No, we find a nice, thing of trees.
Journey. to Tridan.
I was unlocking survival.
Let's see, which one of you did the orienteering test? Okay, Aerith made the orienteering test. Pocket used final dope Nancy to find food, and Leon assured adequate shelter from the elements during the journey. Okay, players arrive after 150 days, we'll say 153 days on the road. And before you left, it was, let's see, it was the end of the month by the time you realized that this guy was not going to produce on the timeline that he said. And so that had already been, from the first day in this session, that had been 27 days, and it took you another day to find this other wagon, so that was 28 days. 28 days.
So half a year later.
To rest, and yeah, basically.
And here we are.
Yeah. Rest. Find.
So, do we get practice time in that 150 days?
Sure.
Yay.
You can tell me other tests that you wanted to make on the road if you were trying to do something, learn something, make something, etc. But otherwise, yeah, it's 5 months of practice time.
Yippee!
And that said, that's only 8 hours a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's travel practice.
Yeah. Placement wagon. Prepare and depart.
Yeah. All the travel practice.
So, I am going to point out, I only know Marin. I am practicing a Clendon.
So,
I mean, I just need. Oh, I take that back. Do I know Clendon now? No, I take that back. I know Clendon.
okay. You might have a heavy accent, but you know it.
Yeah,
All right.
yes I do.
Okay.
I also know a Clendon.
I have it on this side. I did not transfer it to this side, but I do have it.
Okay.
Do you know a Clendon?
Do I know a Clendon?
Say something in a Clendon. Now I know it.
Yes. Hey,
I'm fully fluent. I've been speaking it for 5 years. Didn't you know?
My learning aptitude is still 2 tests, not just 1.
Oh, not one?
No.
Okay.
I need a challenging perception test, which is really hard to get at Perception 8. So I think what I need is someone to hit me on the head to lower my perception.
Okay, if you want to get injured to make tests more difficult, you can do that. People kind
I
of
can
run away
poison
from
you.
fights.
I can get you super high and then try to teach you stuff.
That's what I actually. Anyway, we arrive in Sheridan.
Dance naked under the stars.
Doesn't work when you make yourself stupid.
Okay, so before you arrive in Sheridan, how are you dealing with the fact that you are harboring a green skin and you're clearly an outlander? How are you dealing with this?
That's a great question.
Disguise.
Disguise, okay?
Sorry. My fist was in your way.
Yeah, do you know what your disguise is? Oh, look, a hat. Do you know what my disguise is?
About 12 bottles of makeup.
Grab the fillet knife.
So what I will say is that Aerith is probably as tall or taller than a Clendon's, but does not look a Clendon at all. And so...
Not tan enough?
Not tan enough. The features are different, particularly the cheekbones. The coloring is different. Besides... besides the complexion, the hair and the eyes are not normal Clendon colors.
Well, I can change the hair color.
You can.
What colors look like in hair normally?
Brown, red, sandy.
Brown, red, sandy.
Okay, so you can use that either in place of your disguise skill or as some kind of help to your, forking into your disguise skill.
So, I think I'm easier to disguise in general. So
Elf to man is obstacle 4.
Yeah. But compared to making her look Clendon.
Versus disguising man to orc or orc to man. That's an obstacle 2.
Interesting.
I'm gonna disguise her. Okay.
Huh. I wonder why that is.
Maybe elves are like
So the thing about elves is
stature and posture.
fair and statuesque.
Yeah,
elves
really
are,
bring yourself down.
Yeah, elves are uniquely beautiful, and comparatively, everyone else looks like they're from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. They're covered in shit.
Yep.
I mean, I can try to squeeze out some walnut oil and try to dye your features.
How about we work on one disguise at a time?
Okay.
She's an obstacle too.
She's an obstacle too.
Da-na-na-na.
Okay.
3 successes.
And this is a disguise skill that you have?
Yes, I opened it.
Okay.
Because I roll it so much.
I mean, the only idea I had of disguising myself was to grow a whole bunch of peach-colored roses
It's okay,
and literally just honey them to my skin. That was the only thing I could think of.
I'm applying a lot of makeup to the important skin areas and covering up the rest.
Well, yeah, I mean, really, all you need is my face. I can wear gloves, I've got full-length pants on.
Yeah.
It's my face.
And then I'm obstacle 4.
And then my ears are tucked like normal.
You're obstacle 4.
Okay.
If we need a spider in a pinch, it's only obstacle 10.
Well, I have fate points. I can open those too. Huzzah! 5.
Hello, I'm Sheila. Welcome to my web.
Okay, and then disguising yourself as a merchant or priest is obstacle 2. You guys are beating that, so I'm gonna just let that ride.
Okay.
That's all fine. I am the merchant. Hang on just a second.
Tuck my ears up into my leather cap that I have made for this.
For this.
I've been mistaken for human several times because I was able to tuck these suckers.
Really good at tucking, huh?
Oh yeah. On par with Buffalo Bill.
What?
It's an obscure joke.
Right on. Okay. So you've disguised yourselves. You can pass into the gate of Churidan. You enter Churaden, so it's significantly smaller than Surin. It does have a wall, but it's a comparatively modest wall. It's a 15-foot stone wall. There's no, like, new town, old town. There is a sprawl of town outside of the wall, a large sprawl. So if it were a more important or major city, there would probably be, and they're more of an active threat over time, there would probably be another wall that encompasses at least some of that sprawl outside. Further outside the town, it's hamlets and farms and villages, and every now and then on your way in you see a villa in the hills or some such. This area looks relatively untouched by the war, or at least if it was touched by the war, it's been remediated more than a year ago, and things have kind of gotten to a point where it doesn't seem like the orcs have gotten here.
How does the staffing on the wall look?
There are guards.
But does it look like it's like overly guard, like they were just trying to get soldiers something to do, and so there was maybe more walking around here than would be called for?
Are there more or less than what we should expect?
That sounds like a soldiering test.
Ooh.
To know something like that, if only you had someone that had that skill.
Hey, you know what they say? Any skill I don't have, I can have.
Focus soldiering. It's between Song of the Eldar and Smithcraft.
There it is. Soldiering, will perception.
Yeah, I was a soldier, I just don't have anything soldier related.
So you don't have the skill soldiering?
I mean, it was pretty much a mercenary.
You don't have soldiering.
I think Crag is soldiering.
Yeah,
It's
Crag
a-
would have
it's a
been
life
soldiering.
path.
Well, he's not
Yeah.
here.
He was a soldier, I was a mercenary.
Mercenaries are just soldiers of fortune. I guess I'm soldiering. Unless you want to.
Okay. Well,
Fine.
since none of you have it, you can all kind of think about it together.
Yeah.
None of us are as dumb as all of us.
We're all gonna think about it. We're all gonna perceive it together.
Yeah.
And I think it's an OB8.
Yeah.
Because procedure is OB4, whereas forage and shelter is OB3. So procedure being how many guards we would have up on a wall for a town of a given size, versus the OB5 of payment.
That sound good to you?
Sure. OB8.
I mean, we can't get much higher, so yeah.
Do you want to assist me? You want me to assist you?
I will be assisting.
I guess if you wanted to know a specific detail about something, you could turn it into an OB5, which makes it an OB10, which would be your challenging test.
Do not.
You don't want to challenge it? Come on.
Not like this. Well, what's your perception?
C5.
It's difficult anyways.
Are you
So I'll take the 8.
Look around.
Yeah, I guess we just look around, start selling some of our wares. You know, like the merchants we are.
We're just trying to.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. We'll need to. Yeah. Go ahead. Ray.
Find out where the town center is, or the farmer's market. You know, we're simple merchants just trying to get the lay of the land. Know the best place to reach the most amount of customers available.
Yeah. Let's integrate.
Nothing to see here. Totally normal people.
Yeah, 4 out of 8.
Guards everywhere. They're here for us.
Hope we don't get murdered.
Well, I don't have to steal a wagon.
Neither do I. So we're
Um,
golden on that front. I don't
Really,
think
we shouldn't have to do any crime for a while, at least for at least a week.
Shouldn't
we
have
shouldn't
to do
have to
any
do any
crime.
Any
crime.
criming. Oh my
Really,
goodness.
we're just
What
here to
will we
like
do?
look with our eyeballs. So
And I mean, we had to disguise you to sneak in here, but I mean, that it isn't against the law,
or is it?
or is it?
I mean, as
It's
long as I don't
treated
get
under
splashed
martial
with
law.
water and do a reverse whip
I'm
which
melting, I'm melting.
I'm turning green.
Yeah, man. I'm turning green.
That's when you point at the person who splashed you and shout, "What did you do to me?"
Yeah. Witch! You put a pox upon me. Turn me green.
A pox upon pocket.
I have the pig.
Pox it.
Okay. So 4 successes out of the 8 required on soldiering will lead to a complication that shall be revealed at a later time.
Oh dear.
Okie dokie.
What would you like to do?
Find ourselves a place to sleep.
Okay, let me retcon this. I didn't catch it on the journey over 5 months. I remember you guys talking about it before you left, but nowhere over this journey did anyone say, I'm gathering lumber to be crafted into something. I'm doing the crafting.
Yeah.
Have you been doing that?
This entire freaking time.
Okay. I'm gonna need some kind of roll to gather the wood, whether you want to use phytomancy or foraging, that's fine. And then I'm gonna need the roll to do the crafting. Probably phytomancy, but if somebody who has carpentry or wants to do something, that's fine too.
Okay, so kind of wanted to get like existing stuff. So foraging, survival. I want to get, like better looking woods. Red cedar, white oak.
Yeah, foraging.
I think foraging or phytomancy to have nature present those things to you.
Yeah.
Up to you. So I'm gonna say I'll use the obstacles from scavenging because you're looking more for like tools and materials, but since it's in nature and you're looking for natural things, use foraging. Scavenging. So you can go with quality wood being obstacle 2. Really good wood will be obstacle 3.
I can assist with foraging.
Do you want to assist with foraging?
+1 die.
Okay.
Are these going to be like trees? Full trees, big trees?
Yeah, I'm just like down branches, stuff like that.
Okay, so not like a full tree.
No, I mean, I'm just getting enough for product. I don't know.
I didn't know if it was like you're
That-
going to gather some branches and then come back and do like some little crafts, or if we're going to go out, find a tree, cut the tree down, tow the tree behind the wagon, and then have you like slowly like take off like a foot at a time and then like work it into something and then take another foot off the tree.
It's literally, oh look, a stick. Woo 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 woo. Now it's a pretty chain.
Okay.
It literally moves and melds.
Twigs
Yeah.
and sticks are so much easier to manage than a
I
tree.
mean, we're doing
Thank you for
jewelry.
your answer.
This
Well,
is
yeah, but if we find a really good tree, then that's a lot
then I'm going to need
Of
a bushel.
necklaces.
Then I will need, like, if we found like a redwood, I would want a bushel. A nicer tree, I'm going to want a bushel of sticks.
So an obstacle 2 for good wood,
Yeah,
an
find-
obstacle
find-
3 for great wood.
Yeah, find great wood.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Great
Get that
wood.
great wood.
I want
You
some-
need some great wood?
I was
I-
gonna
I
say,
need some
if we're trying to
really
find a
good-
whole tree, I could maybe assist with driving by driving the cart off the beaten path and then allowing us to take the tree out from the woods.
I
But
see.
Yeah. You know, maybe if we look in the morning hours every morning, it'd be easier to spot.
maybe.
Oh. Oh,
It's where you find the hardest.
the best.
The absolute best. We're looking for the absolute best. Do you have foraging? Do you have...
I don't.
No.
That's why I can't help with foraging.
Okay, well, I've got 4 right now, so.
And you have foraging, right?
Yep. +1.
Great success.
I got 3 6s.
We have the best wood.
We've got the best wood. I got 3 6s. Just wood.
Yeah.
Just the best.
Okay. And then, let's see. So, craft a wall, table, chair, cabinets. That would be obstacle 4. Craft a cup, bowl, stool, or ladder. Blah, 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 blah. Obstacle 3. So, I would say that it's of the scale of a bowl, cup, stool, or ladder, but it is more complex than those things. So I'm going to set it at obstacle 4.
Okay.
You can also look at like gold or whitesmithing because those deal with jewelry.
They do. I would presume then that you would be using those materials, though, and need a workshop to...
I mean, you're comparing this to a bowl.
Oh, yeah.
That's all.
You meant look at
The
the
basis of
obstacles.
reference.
Pardon me. Okay, now I understand what you mean.
But that being said, that's also using fine tools and otherwise non-magical implements.
So what you said makes it easier, but also harder in the same sentence.
So, for example, tea service from Whitesmith is obstacle 4. So, and of course, pocket gets 7.
Pocket gets 7.
Pocket gets 7.
Okay. During the journey, I'm trying to remember. Okay, sorry.
50 billion.
It's 4 or 7 out of 4. Sorry, I'm a little scattered. And then
Take your time.
what was your Oh, it doesn't matter what the roll was for foraging because you guys slammed it. Okay, so finding a place for lodging. Okay, you can find a place for lodging.
Daytime, nighttime.
Late afternoon in midsummer. If you want the exact day, I'm gonna need a minute.
No. So I mean, I figure, well, we don't necessarily have to sell our wares every day.
Yeah.
Or
Plus-
we could do some selling, some walking.
Find
Plus,
the
once
town
we've sold
center,
our
find out
wares,
where
we
the most
can-
traffic is.
Also be shopping.
Yeah, we
Take
could.
special notice of crowd sizes, so if it increases in any way, we will make note of it.
Spend our evenings in some taverns.
Get some
Uh,
gossip.
So you find lodging at the Bent Axle Inn, which is outside the wall. It is only an inn. It does not have a tavern in it. There's a common room that offers light service on the ground floor. If you want to eat, or if you want to get a pint of something, you're going to have to go out and find a tavern or a public house.
Does it have a secure stable?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Then yeah, well, I mean, let's start doing our thing, basically.
Yeah.
Just hanging out in the town.
Infiltration.
I would try to get to know, some of the other merchants around, and the gossip through them, through the days, through
Yeah.
the markets and the taverns, and use that. I assume you might be able to work your way into some establishments or talk with some.
What kind of establishments are you playing?
Well, I'm wondering if you could try to serve some of the nobility in town with some food as a famous foreign chef.
So start selling food, basically. Serving.
Auntie Pockets pretzels.
No, like,
I think you're trying to say get yourself hired as like a guest chef in a...
Hoity-hoity.
Yeah,
hoity-toity.
Sure.
in a noble's kitchen or something like that. So that will
I
be...
don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas on how to find out information in this town.
I mean, that would help a lot
I mean,
in some way, if it works.
maybe we can find out where the Rodovins and Tirvins live and try to get in their household.
Oh, see if any of them are in town.
See if
Yeah.
they're in town, see where they're living,
Yeah.
see if you get hired on as part of their wait staff.
Okay, just throwing this out there, if you use your reputation as a famous chef, that kind of blows your disguise,
Yeah.
We are merchants.
since your
Humble
reputation
merchants.
as an elf being that chef. You would need to construct an entirely different identity.
A new famous
A
chef!
new famous chef.
I'm not an elf chef.
Matter of fact, you hate that guy. That guy ripped off your recipes.
He's your arch rival.
I am the gourmet. You can tell the
Okay.
difference because I've
Capital
got
T.
clearly masculine, fiery red hair. You can call me Guy Fieri, for short.
But that being said, I'm gonna spend most of, I don't know how you want to do this. If you want to go day by day, or if you want to be like, hey, we're gonna go sell stuff in the wares, in the markets, and then go to taverns at night, at least for me.
So I guess if you're not looking for anyone in particular, you're just trying to find various taverns, give me a social test of some type or if you're just trying to idly hear conversation, then you would go with a perception test to just kind of hear things. If you want to be chatting people up to try and get them to give you information, what kind of social skill are you using to do that? If you're, say, looking to... Well, see, the thing is, none of you have been to Churadan before, or Aklenda, so your base circles do not extend here, unless you're telling me that someone from one of your circles up north is here for some reason, and you can interact with them without blowing your cover.
Yeah.
Or you're going to risk blowing your cover, and that's okay.
I think as merchants, it would be perfectly acceptable to us to ask about the upper echelon, who's in charge. Where can we set up a stall that we would be exposed to the higher money of the city? What tell us about them. What are their names? What kind of merchandise are they looking for? How are we gonna make the most coin?
Yeah.
I would be asking merchant questions.
Okay.
Pursuing social skills.
So maybe they're gonna say, "Oh, hey, family da 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 lives over here. They such and such has a brooch collection.
Okay.
So if you so happen to be in the walking path of such house and have brooches, merchant questions that's going to cover our intentions."
Okay. So that's a bunch of different ways you can go. You can go with a circles test to leverage one of your merchant connections. You can go with any of the other ways that we talked about. And they're not mutually exclusive, but which one would you like to look at first?
I'm thinking of just doing straight up social skill test to get gossip.
Which one?
Persuasion.
Okay. So
And
what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the obstacles for the wises on page 309.
is it okay if I fork in haggling? Because this is kind of under the guise of a merchant scouting out the market. Or do you think not?
I would say if you're going to give them a little bit of coin, yeah, you can. So
like,
I'll let you fork in haggling if you also make an OB1 resources test afterwards.
Sure. It's like basically going around the market, picking up little trinkets that aren't too expensive, gossiping with other merchants.
Okay. Go for it.
This is the social roll. Wow. The fuck? So that's 3.
3.
And you know what? I've got one more fate point. I can open those.
I mean, so that'll get you to details.
Will getting even more beneficial?
So after details is uncommon knowledge at 4 or rare goods at 5.
Yeah, let's aim for it.
Okay.
Well, those are both. Well, one of those is open. 5.
5. So you got rare goods.
And no fate.
Isn't that the lullaby song?
That is a little bit song.
It says it's time to go to bed. It's my bedtime reminder.
We'll probably cut it at 11.
Oh
Canvases the marketplace. Did you make your OB1 resources test?
I was about to do that.
There we go.
Got it.
Yep. Canvases the marketplace and able to Okay. What are your questions?
So, I'm perfectly welcome and open to Ian feeding me a few questions, because he has a better finger on this mercantile business. So what should I be figuring?
Find out which goods are being bought more. Which goods aren't being bought more. Well, in terms of like the army, right? If there are more people in town, more food bought, etc. But yes, if there's any notable families rolling around with a bunch of money that the merchants are talking about, families in hiding, so high rollers and unusual amounts.
Okay. Which
But in
goods
a
are-
casual way.
Yeah.
Totally casual.
You know, what goods are in high demand?
Okay, so
No one's been buying my biscuits today. What's going on?
Sorry, that was me.
deprecate yourself. The other merchants will like you more.
They ain't buying your stinking biscuits because pretzels are better. For walking food.
Okay. Right on. Okay, so foodstuffs, both finished and raw ingredients, are pricier. Most townfolk grow a bit of supplementary foodstuffs in their own gardens, but they have to pay a what you call it?
Tax?
We'll call it, yeah, we'll pay a tax in crops, and a new tax in crops.
Is the tax new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Having to pay for an army?
Well, you gotta feed them.
Metal goods are in short supply. It is fairly common knowledge that there is an army camped 2 miles south of Churadan.
Okay.
It has been camped there for a while, meaning a few months, but began to significantly grow over the past 2 months. When I say, okay, for a while, meaning a few months, we'll say more than 6+ months, but it began to grow significantly over the past 2 months.
Okay. Am I able to like casually pursue that thread? Like,
We're
Oh.
writing these 5 successes, so like,
are they
let it ride.
preparing for something?
Army seems to be preparing for some kind of action, though it is not clear from what the merchants say. Actually, I take that back. We're in rare goods. Most merchants do not know what for, but, so let's see. After rare goods is bizarre obscure, then freaky details or specifics. Oh, there is no obstacle 6. It goes straight to obstacle 7, bizarre
Oh.
obscure, and then freaky details or specifics is 8. Okay.
I had 6, not 7.
But, oh, you had 6?
Yeah.
I thought you had 5. Okay, 6. Well,
I thought 5 was the max.
no.
But either way, it doesn't matter because it skips 6
Yeah.
in there.
You have even more rare goods. Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
Twice the cumin.
But one of the merchants you talk to supplies the quartermaster of that army, You find out that it is actually 2 armies. One of them seems to be preparing to attack Surin. The other one recently arrived and mustering, preparing to seize Keata. Merchant that tells you about this Snickers, implying the Clendon cultural trend to smell blood in the water. Meaning, if they perceive weakness, they're going to exploit it.
Yeah. How very enlightening. Can I pursue another thread?
Sure.
Have there been any notable families involved in?
Notable, or like if you're looking for the Rodovans and the Tyravans?
So I'll feed them. Notable. I'm looking for the Rodovans and Tyravans myself.
Okay. There are notable Clendon families that are involved in this, but if you're specifically House Rodovan and Tyra houses, let me just look something up super quick.
See, the problem was you asked for notable houses down here. What you need to ask for is any filthy royalty from up north.
Dude, you gave me the question earlier.
Well, they're not royalty, but they are filthy rich. So, particularly House Rodovan has been footing a large amount of the bill. Are heavily involved in the mustering of both armies.
So did I learn that?
Yeah.
Rodovan?
Yeah. House Rodovan has been financing much of the raising of both armies. Tyravan to a lesser extent.
So there's confirmation they're both present and involved.
Yes. Yes, very much so.
Nice. Do we get any sense of if those two houses are operating from within Sheridan?
Yes.
Or...
House Tyravan has a you remember when we were playing Shaunathy, playing Shaunathy's run of Burning Wheel? Like, it's when we had the rotating game mastery.
Yeah.
And we each had like a manor, like Trent's character had like this brewery, but it was also a such and such, like a manor, mansion, hall, something, and then my elf had a estate. Anyways, okay. House Tyravan has a hall.
It's like a brewery, winery.
It's like a manor, but inside the city, kind of like a manor, but inside the city. walls, and House Rodovan has a small palace inside the walls. Come to find out, House Rodovan has maintained multiple residences throughout Surin and northern Eklenda. Their wealth comes from dominating trade between the north and the center of the west.
So you said they had a manor?
South trade. House Tyravan has a hall, which is like a manor, but inside the city walls.
Rodovan has what?
Rodovan has a small palace.
Small palace.
And this is one of their many residences throughout Surin and northern Eklenda.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, if we kill all the Roadbend, there won't be such a major player subsidizing them.
I think it'd be easier to ally the Rodovan. Because if they have a bunch of estates, it's going to be much harder to know, did we kill them all?
I think they get too much power.
I think that's all the questions I can think of.
Does the army allow merchants into camp?
Do they have any 8-year-olds we can chuck out a window?
Since this guy was in contact with the quartermaster,
Yeah.
does that mean that there's more open trade or army interactions, or is this like a unique thing? Can I get that vibe?
Yeah. Mercantile interactions with both armies are through the quartermaster. There is a trade point outside of their secured perimeter where merchants sell goods, materials, and some service contracts to the army. Most craftspeople that the army needs are within the camp in their because they're camp followers,
Right.
in the form of followers such as smiths, cartwrights, etc. Other crafts are contracted through merchants and guilds in the town.
Interesting.
So they're south?
The army? Yeah,
Yeah.
2 miles south of the city.
What's the terrain like?
Rolling hills.
Forest? Grassland?
There are some like groves and copses of trees, but it's mostly grassland. If there's a stream bed where between 2 hills there will be a stream bed, there are going to be trees lining that.
What time of the year?
Middle of summer. Terrain around the city is
I don't know what I could do.
grassy rolling
I'm thinking.
hills. There are groves and copses of trees as well. There are trees lining streams and creeks. mean, at least I think so. We started off in the first month of the year, and it's been 6 months. So, actually, maybe I was wrong about it being the middle of summer. It's down to... It's early autumn. I stand corrected.
It's a warm early autumn.
Is it dry?
Summer.
Oh, we are south, so.
Yeah. It's early autumn.
Yes.
I stand corrected. And
Do we know approximately how many soldiers these two armies are?
not without looking at them.
I can go on the stealth mission.
That you can.
We don't need to necessarily go on a stealth mission.
There's a trade point right outside the perimeter.
If you guys go to the trade point, I might try to just skirt through the woods.
We can do both.
I don't want you getting caught by the army. It's probably the worst way to sneak up on the army.
I mean, can you see the army size from the trade point? Or you have to get closer? Are they gonna let you closer past the trade point?
Is there a nearby hill or mountain?
Yeah.
Does it overlook the valley in which the army is camped because it's nearby a river for fresh water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
We should take a trip up the mountain.
Okay.
Well,
Take the
hill.
high ground.
There's a hill.
There's a hill.
We'll take the high ground.
Take the high ground.
Leone finds a hill that overlooks the army's encampment.
Before that,
Finds a hill.
let's find a bookshop.
Like find a who?
Is there a bookshop?
Leone finds a bookshop.
Is there a book on estimating troop numbers and sizes?
Tactics?
How to set up a military camp?
In other words, is there a book on soldiering?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what I came here for.
Trying to find a skill book.
Well, it's either, that's not so bad, or, oh, fuck ton.
Yeah. I need a skill book.
You know,
You're onto something.
I think we have a set of skills. One skill you have that you have not thought of, but which would go great with somebody else's successful soldiering test. You could account the number of troops we report.
Yes.
Popular books, obstacle 3. Rare books, obstacle 4.
Rare books it is.
Rare books it is.
Is this perception?
For a resources test to buy it?
Ah, to buy it. Okay, there we go.
Do you want help?
I do.
Do you
You
want
can
to
take-
haggle him?
I do. I keep forgetting I'm buying things.
Do you want help with haggling too?
I was just gonna read it real quick, and I guess they don't allow that, huh?
No, it's not Barnes and Noble.
It's not Barnes and Noble. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go find some books. Because I mean, I'm assuming this is happening over weeks,
All of this?
generally.
Sure. As many weeks as you want.
I mean,
1,000 weeks?
It could be 1,000 weeks. War will be over.
Yeah, how about we do this sooner than later? Because they're going to be literally
True.
marching out. We're going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 2 successes.
Oh, on the haggling. Right on.
Did you want assistance on that?
I took assistance on that.
From both of us.
Not from you. I have 2 successes.
None mattered.
Oh, well, I have 1, so you've haggled me down to a 3.
Great success.
Great success.
Now we can find a book.
You can take 2 resources helper
Oh?
from me. Yeah, I have 5.
Yeah.
That one's gone.
It's in the groove.
We have 4 successes.
4.
There we go.
All right. Finds a bookshop and buys a book on soldiering. Let's see.
You know, we're kind of leaving a paper trail of our intentions.
No, never. We wouldn't do that.
I mean, how else are we going to get things done? Someone going to come up to this merchant and be like, hey man, did someone come up and buy a book about soldiering so they could walk 2 miles out of town up on the hill and approximate our size after traveling 6 months? No, they're just going to be like, okay, who's been spying on us? Who's trying to sneak up to the camp? We're not doing that.
Look, man, I don't know how good their secret police is.
Okay, so you
They don't
find
have the internet.
the Manual of an Army in Garrison and in the Field by
Ooh.
Derwitten.
By Derwitten.
That's good.
Well, I think while we drive up to our picnic spot, we can peruse through the book.
Okay, so Leon finds a hill that overlooks the army's encampment. Players climb the hill and find a vantage that, well, overlooks the entire army and begins perusing manual they have recently bought. Let me just make a note. Okay. Before you do that, up to purchasing the book, this takes place over 10 days. Okay? Because you said we're taking time. You tell me how fast you want it to go. You said we're taking our time. That says to me a week.
We're doing multiple things. I don't know how fast time is progressing. But with us gathering information, I assume it's not taking one morning.
I'm fine with 10 days, if you're fine with 10 days.
Yeah.
1 week works.
Okay. So
all of this, the book, the reconnaissance, the merchant info,
mhm.
we've been in town for 10 days.
Yeah, so where the complication from earlier's 4 out of 8 successes comes in is that it seems obvious now that if there's a hill that overlooks the entire army's encampment, it would be patrolled. And
Picnic with pretzels.
as you're setting up your picnic and you're laying out your manual and be like, oh, well, this looks like that and that looks like that. You hear one such patrol approaching and one of the soldiers exclaims, "Hey, you!" And that's where we'll end it tonight.
Oh boy. Hey, you.
Hey, we're on a picnic.
If we heard them coming, would he have enough time to hide the manual?
All I'm going to
Find
say
out more
is
next time.
you needed 8 successes and you had 4. Think about that however you want.
Here we go.
Thanks so much for joining us, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Again, please like and subscribe. Take care and see you next time.
Do we get any Artha?
Oh, right,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
The regular 2 and 1, and again, like if you're doing something that ties to your beliefs or your traits or your instincts, like remind me, because that if you're doing something that makes things more, it's like taking a botch in
Bring it up.
what you call it, Chronicles of Darkness. It's like taking a botch. Things like that. That's how you get more art, though.
With Adar, dead man can't slit your throat in the night.
Take a fate. There we go.
Because I was like,
There we go. So 3 and 1. Actually, I'd say 2 and 2 then, because finding Adar was a big goal.
Massive success.